but she's not sleeping, wakeful dreaming, the pleasure's pleasing, her orchids open for pollen potent, wasp beelines into her divine, love we combine, a sweet honey sticking. Singing like the horse. Down when I sink it down. We're gonna spray it, sticking it, laying it down. When I sink it down, off to sink it down. A page laid open for sentience to set in, full lingual, then draws its fill. All precious won't spill, words juice a living. Every page touched with words that tingle, a kiss and tickle towards what is meant. Hot pen scroll. Makes them barren. We're gonna work to sing it down. When I sink it down, we're gonna spray it, sticking it, laying it down. When I sink it down, singing like the wasp. Down when I sink it down, we're gonna spray it, sticking it, laying it down. When I sink it down, off to sink it down. Down when I sink it down, we're gonna spray it, sticking it, laying it down. When I sink it down, singing like the wasp. Down when I sink it down, we're gonna spray it, sticking it, laying it down. When I sink it down, off to sink it down. Well, you knocked me down, and my heart did bleed. I thought I had someone who was good to me, but oh no, well how sweet I'm eating that dim candlelight. Your soft lips of pleasure, all that was left went right. But them candy arms and sweet tongues, they turn sour, them arms and sweet tongues, they turn sour, them arms and sweet tongues, they turn sour when your sweetheart will never be a cheap tart. And how you gonna do it? I'm asking you, child. Oh, how you gonna do it? How you gonna do it? I'm asking you, child. Oh, how you gonna do it? Yeah, how you gonna do that we was through. You begged on your knees, I still love you. When I took you back, you dissed me fast, left me bewildered. I have to ask, well, the smoke is clearing, you know, when I see plain that you can't expect to find true love without a little bit of pain. Well, I'll take the chance, you know, my heart is on the table. You see my bid or your fold, kid. Well, that's the way my cards are played. I'll be your queen, you'll be my queen. I don't know how that ball will never fail this time. I went to jack it down, so while you're playing the basket, I will be asking, are you gonna do it? I'm asking you, child. Oh, are you gonna do it? Yeah, are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it? Thank you. Well, I'm saying, lovely little Florence, with your body so shapely. Lovely little Florence, won't you sit by me? Lovely little Florence, with your punk rock hairdo. Lovely little Florence, honey, can't you see what I'm saying? Play upside down, you know she's flipping me, turn round and round. She's turning me and play upside down. She's flipping me, turn round and round. Well, I see her walk on back home with another fella, so juice content. I feel so sad, I want to cry, but then a light bulb pops. I'll put that to a stop. I'll run and diss him, quick dismiss him, and he'll cry. And then she'll notice me, oh, then she'll notice me, oh, then she'll notice me. She'll trip and fall in love with me, oh, then she'll notice me. Ain't stupid, can't you see how this love? She'll fall in love with me, and I'm saying, flip upside down. You know she's flipping me, turn round and round, and she's turning me, flip upside down. She's flipping me, turn round and round. Well, I snuck up on the G, he turned around, and I see that he's a copperhead about to put a slug in me. I tried to run quick, fast, he kept me in the bottom. I fall on my face, what a disgrace, I'm so sad. As I look up and see an angel coming for me, where there's no disguise, I close my eyes, the Lord is ready for me. But then I feel a kiss upon my lips, what lives this lovely Florence there, she's falling in love with me. And as I flip upside, she's flipping me. Turn me round and round and round. Oh yeah, you flip me, girl. You know that. You say you flip me, girl. Oh yeah, oh yeah. You flip me, you turn me, you flip me, you turn me round and round. Right, yeah.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Well, hello there, everybody. It is me, Super Dave, and this is something new. Valid Opinions Live, we promised it, and as you guys know, it's just not me. I am not alone in this endeavor. There is a bunch of us. It's kind of like anonymous. You never know who you're going to deal with, but in this case, you do know, because it's Eli. Eli, Valid Creations, how are you doing today on this lovely Saturday, June the 10th?
Hey Dave, yeah, I'm doing great today. I'm really excited. How are you doing?
I am very happy. I think we've put a lot of work into this deal here, and I'm trying my hardest to actually make it something different. It seems like everybody as of late is doing the same old thing, and I guarantee you Valid Opinions Live is not gonna be the same old thing. Can you just kind of elaborate on what we're gonna be doing here with Valid Opinions Live for everybody that's watching?
Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna be having this nice little show. We're gonna go over community news, what's going on. We're gonna be doing some couple of interviews like we're doing today. And it's gonna be a good show. I'm really excited to really get into the swing of things here.
You know, you mentioned we're going to be taking callers in the upcoming future, and we have a lot to talk about our Discord server. We're really putting a lot of work into the Valid Opinions Discord server. It will be a public server once we, release everything. And are you nervous about taking calls from people? I'm a little nervous about this, Eli. I'm not even lying to you.
No, I'm not too nervous, honestly. Like, I feel like call-ins will be fun. Like, we have a little waiting room set up. We can just drag people in, and then if we need to get them out, we can just drag them out. It'll be pretty good.
Everything's looking very different around here. We took a little bit of my style and a little bit of your style, and we interwove them, and we came up with this logo. But this isn't the only logo we have, Eli. Can you kind of let the viewers know how many logos we have and what we're going to be doing as the weeks progress with these logos?
Yeah, so we have like 4 logos that we have. Like the one we have on screen right now, which I think looks amazing. We
Yeah,
got a
it's
bunch of
different.
other ones we're going to be testing out and kind of trial and erroring as we go through these next couple of lives, see what really works best.
It's funny you mentioned trial and error, and we would be amiss if we didn't talk about the big oopsie that I had earlier in the week when we went live, and we had a live stream, and it was supposed to be a private live stream, and it was anything but private. I'm pretty upset about that. Can we talk about that, you think? How that
Yeah,
went?
I mean, we already got clips, so we might as well.
Yeah, we
Oh,
definitely
so funny.
got clipped, and I'm not a big fan of being clipped, but as you could tell, we had 29 people just show up for a random old conversation. They got a little bit of us debugging. As you can tell, we're still working out the kinks, but there's not a lot of people that are working double visualizers and everything, so there's a lot of kinks, and we're going to be talking with Edwin's co-host today, Dove. And we actually wanted to be interactive with Dove because Dove doesn't show her face. So we wanted to give you guys a vocal visualizer for Dove. And I think we got that all figured out. And I'm excited to talk to Dove. Are you?
Oh, yeah, I'm very excited to talk to Dove and let the people know like what she's about and kind of like introduce her more to this little side of the community.
Yeah, and it's not going to be like an average interview with Dove. We're going to do something a little different with Dove. I'm going to actually, should we bring Dove on like now? And I want Dove to just hang out throughout the show and kind of give us her opinion. Dove's been following the commentary community now for a while, and we're going to get her whole story. But while we get her story, I think we should have her opinion on some of these topics we're going to discuss today, because boy, do we got some interesting people to discuss, and I think Dove really wants to speak on these people. So should we bring Dove in?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, let's bring Dove in.
All right, everybody, this is Homeboy Edwin's co-host, Dove. Dove, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I am excited to have you on the show. We've been promising you this since our first live. We spoke about everything that went on with Aiko and you, and you've been, the classy one in the situation. You really haven't been saying much to anyone. And we're going to get to all that. But first of all, I just got to ask, Dove, who are you and why are you relevant to the community?
I guess I'm relevant because I'm Edwin's co-host.
Yes.
I don't know. I personally don't think I'm like any better than anyone else. I'm just me. I just have my own opinions, and if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. Like, I'm pretty easy to get along with.
I'm not going to lie. When I first laid eyes, when we first had our conversation, I was like, this is a person what you see is what you get. You are very blunt at times, which I truly respect. Eli, what were your first opinions when you met Dove? I mean, she's kind of a bold character, is she not?
Oh, definitely, but I love that. I mean, especially with people like around here, a lot of people tiptoe, a lot of people are like super reserved, but Dove's just like fully honest, and I think that's honestly refreshing.
And it
Yes,
seems like
I'm very direct.
Very, it's so nice though.
very direct, and it's refreshing to see everybody around this community is either a yes man or a yes woman, and I think that you kind of got labeled that without people getting to know you. Do you think it's a fair statement when I say that the community really doesn't know you from your work on Edwin's streams as of yet?
No, like I haven't really had a chance to even really speak that much, to be honest. Like, we kind of went into it in like a difficult time, but I don't know, it's very interesting to see how people just like get on the bandwagon, like, okay, this person's bad, so she must be bad too, and I'm like, oh, okay, like, yeah, it's it's very interesting to see like the narrative that people put out about me when I really haven't spoken to them.
You know, that's funny you say that. First things first, the first thing I'm sure most of the viewers are noticing right now is Dove has an Australian accent. Also, Edwin's former co-host had an Australian accent. Do you think, I'm just being blunt here, do you think that maybe the reason people didn't take to you was because of that thing in common, both of you being Australian? And do you think that helped or hurt you with the whole co-hosting gig?
Um, I don't know. I think a lot of people saw it as Edwin was trying to replace Eva. Which I mean, I have no issue with Eva. I actually really like Eva. Um, but I think it may have hurt me in the long run because people got to make that comparison.
True, true. Eli, do you want to take a quick question here? Because I know you have a bit of a relationship with Dove. You guys kind of talk off, off content creation. You guys are actually kind of friendly. So how did you meet Dove? And if you're going to ask Dove a question, what would that be?
I just kind of like met Dove by being around the community. I've been around since like 2018, but I haven't actually talked to Dove, I think, until like a few months ago ish. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'd say
Um,
like the start of the year maybe.
yeah, I mean, I'm kind of curious. Like, I don't think we've talked too much about it, but like, how did you like? Did you start watching Edwin? Like, were you a fan for a while before this came about, or?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I've watched Edwin for a while. I don't know, I never really saw myself getting into commentary, to be honest, but I kind of just fell into it, I guess. But funny enough, I actually think I watched Augie before Edwin.
Oh, wow. So
Oh, so you were an RFC fan turned Edwin, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty sure that's how I found Edwin was through Augie.
so was it a slow burn getting to like do you slide into the
Oh
guy's
no, not the
DMs? I'm curious, like how does this come about? Like, how do you go from being a viewer to co-hosting on a guy's channel who has 300,000 subscribers on one channel and over 40,000 on the other? Like, how does that happen? Like, how did you get into it? Like through DM? I'm curious.
So I had spoken to him off and on for a little while, helping him with like certain stories, just like finding things and sending it to him. But then I was one of the very few people that reached out to him when his situation happened, which I won't be talking about. It's
No.
not my place to talk about. But I reached out to him.
Valid.
I wanted his side of the story and just to get the facts straight. And I guess we just kind of built a friendship after that.
So as your friendship grew, he had all this happen with Eva, the falling out, and did he come to you or did you ask if he needed a co-host?
Oh, no, we actually, like, he talked about how he never really wanted to do live streaming alone. He likes to, kind of bounce off somebody else and like have a conversation. And me being a co-host started as a joke. It was like, oh, he's going to replace Eva kind of thing, like with another Aussie. Everybody's going to hate her. And it was actually like a full-on joke. And
So
then
it
we
was a
became,
joke.
yeah, it was 100%. Like we never planned for it from the start. It wasn't until we became good friends that he was like, we vibe well together. We bounce off each other. I'm very blunt. He's very like I'm kind of the bad one where he is more soft.
Okay.
And we kind of balance each other out, I think. And that was when he was like, "No, let's give it a go."
And give it a go you did. And how many shows did you and Edwin do so far?
I think I have done 3 maybe, which considering the situation at the moment weren't the easiest things. They weren't the nicest streams
Oh
to have to
yeah.
go
Well, I
on.
mean, were you like anticipating? Like, did you know what you were walking into in terms of like the backlash that you've gotten so far?
Um, I did, but I didn't. Like, I think going into it, I knew that there was going to be like the comparison between me and Eva. And I was fine with that. Like I said, like you compare me to Eva, that's fine. I think Eva's lovely. So that's like a compliment to me. But I didn't
Oh,
think there would be
that's so
so
sweet.
many like vicious things said about me personally, which is cool. They're all bullshit. Like it's just all like made up on the spot. But I definitely thought I was walking into like the lion's den.
And you were brave, and knowing you were going to be walking into the lion's den, I think you handled it with class. But to
Thank
be honest, we're
you.
going to have to move into this AikoRULZ stuff, because if there's been anybody who has been extremely vocally against you, Dove, it has been this Aiko lady. What do you have to say in response? I mean, just a general blanket response before we get into details. What do you have to say to Aiko?
I don't really know what to say to her other than I think that she's just a human trash bag.
And I'd say that's a fair statement. Out of all the things she said, and
That's
I'm not
kind
asking.
considering what she said about you.
Yeah, right.
No, but how do you take it when somebody wishes you don't have kids or says you shouldn't have children? And I understand you're in the entertainment field now, and you become public fodder, but did you honestly, is some part of you thinking that that's a low blow move?
Um, Personally, honestly, none of this affects me IRL. Like I'm very happy in my real life. Like this is a hobby to me. It's something that like I wanted to explore and see if I could handle. And the first stream was that. It was like, okay, this is gonna be bad. I'm gonna work out if I can handle it or not. And I felt like I could handle it. And then Aiko started with like, just saying all these things, especially when I would talk, she wouldn't actually listen to anything I had to say. She would just tell me to shut up and nobody cares. And I was just like, I'm not going to give you any time. Like, I'm not going to interact with you if you don't have at least the respect to listen to what I'm saying.
No, I agree. Do you find it?
100%. And like,
Go ahead, Eli.
I was just gonna say, like, I think you're doing this with so much class, and that's the thing that's a little bit weird about the way that Aiko speaks to you, in my opinion, is like, for instance, Aiko said mean stuff about me, Aiko said mean stuff about you, but publicly, when have we said that towards her? So it's just a very interesting double standard, and it kind of shows what you have that she don't, considering that you're not, that she doesn't, not don't. That you're not like going back with the same low blows that she does. It really speaks a lot on your character, Dove.
Well, I mean, I personally just think like I'm not going to resort to making up bullshit. Like that's not who I am. Like if I'm going to have an opinion about you, it's going to be based on my interaction with you or the way you handle a situation I'm involved in. And the fact that she can just make up such random things about me, it's like, why would I pay her any attention? Like, do I think she's a piece of shit? Absolutely. Like, there's been people in this community that have been like, look, we don't like Edwin, but we're not going to take that out on you. And I appreciate that so much. But when you've got somebody who's doing hours of content that just sit there and constantly are just like dragging you, you're like, what is your problem? Like, why is this something that you feel okay with doing? Because personally, I wouldn't do that to someone.
Well, general question. What do you feel about AikoRULZ's content? Is it something you personally can get into? Were you ever a fan?
No, honestly, like complete honesty before any of this, when she did call into Edwin or I saw her call into like other people's streams, I thought she was boring as fuck. She's not my cup of tea. She's very low effort content. And I mean, if I wanted to sit there and watch the stream, I would just go watch the stream. I don't need to see somebody play on their phone while they're watching a stream. Like, I can go to the main source.
Do you find it excessive, the amount of hours she has put into covering this Edwin situation? And I'm sorry for being so direct with these questions, but it's at that point now with this whole ordeal that we have to ask these serious, direct questions.
I think it's very excessive, especially when people go into her chat and asks. And I mean, like, we get sent screenshots all the time. Like, I've seen screenshots of people, or like clips of people going in and being like, what is this about? And she can't even sum up what the video is about or the situation. Like, she doesn't really have a stance other than Edwin bad.
Yeah, it really seems that way. It honestly comes across as even her fans, like I personally want to say that to these people. It's like they're so quick to say this Edwin is bad because Aiko says this, and it's like, well, how many conversations have you had with the man? What has the man done to you that personally scorns you? And have you, obviously you've been around Edwin for a while. In your opinion, is Edwin a bad guy?
No, every interaction I've had with Edwin, like our friendship, like even before we became friends, everything, he has been nothing but lovely to me. He's never like, I mean, they paint him as like this really creepy guy. He's never been creepy to me. I have, obviously I'm in his server. Like nobody's ever messaged me and been like, he's creepy. Like, it's just everybody in the server, they like him because he's just a nice guy. And I mean, that's my opinion of him. I just think he's a great guy. He's a great friend, and I appreciate him.
Now, Eli, you've kind of been accused of being a quote unquote Edwin simp.
Yeah.
How do you answer these accusations, if you want to call them that?
I don't really care. I mean, here's my thing about it, right? Is I've gone into Aiko's chat before. I've asked her questions. I've never went into her chat to talk shit about her. I've never went into her chat to call her crazy names. Yet, when I would ask these questions, or I would even say a statement, for instance, I think I tweeted something about this. Went to her chat. She said, like, I wouldn't have made this video if XYZ wouldn't have happened. But 2 days prior, she said, yeah, I'm going to keep making videos on the guy. So I just very politely pointed it out, and she told me, like, "Oh, I hope you die alone and unloved." And then she said, "No, you will die alone and unloved." And like, you don't see me acting this way in defense of Edwin. You know what I mean? Like, obviously,
For
in this
sure.
situation, I support Edwin, but I'm not going out of my way to attack anybody who disagrees with me. So I don't really know if that makes me a simp. But
No.
her fans definitely have gone out of their way to attack me about it, which is pretty
That
interesting if we're going to talk about
well,
simp behavior.
see, and that's the thing, is that apparently we're in an echo chamber, but like we aren't actively on Twitter, fighting with people that don't agree with us. We're not going to live stream chats to like attack people. We're not in people's comments. Like, it's up to Edwin to discuss this issue. This is his situation. And like, we can be friends with him and friends with people that don't like him, and it's fine.
Oh,
But the
yeah.
moment we criticize Aiko or any person in her chat, we're just an Edwin simp. We're biased.
It's funny you say that. It's like Aiko is so quick to call everybody a human meat shield or something. And all I've heard from these quote unquote Edwin simps is, I don't know, ask Edwin. Talk to Edwin. So how is that being a meat shield? How are we, or these quote unquote simps, standing and protecting Edwin? Because all I've heard from you, Dove, all I've heard from Eli is like, ask the man yourself. If you how is that being a meat shield, to
But
quote Aiko?
Dave, you don't understand. If you immediately don't say Edwin bad, you're gargling his cock, dude.
Yeah,
Just gotta let
yeah.
you know.
Apparently, again, this is cope. But for apparently, I made a video just saying, hey, I enjoyed seeing Edwin happy. I legit, when he was covering my stuff, as sad and as hurtful that DMCA was for me, Edwin covering it, he seemed happy. And because I made a video saying, you know, this is the kind of content I would like to see from Edwin in the future, I was told, you know, the most heinous shit, like I'm gargling his cock, which, I mean, points for creativity, I'm not gonna lie. But, like, you know, it doesn't have to be said. It really doesn't, man. And that's not cope. It's just, you know, polite society, I guess, right? Like, am I that wrong for just saying, like, keep it somewhat professional? Yes, you can still be entertaining while keeping it somewhat professional. And if you don't know if a man is a sexual deviant, personally, if you don't know if this man is a sexual deviant, you shouldn't be calling him that. I don't care if it's the it thing to do, and because this person said, yeah, it's not gospel, man. You know, I don't think Edwin's hiding or running from anybody, is he, Eli?
I mean, I don't really know. I couldn't like fully speak on that because I don't know who's all like reached out to him or whatever. But it doesn't seem like he's hiding as far as like he's just trying to get his shit done. You know what I mean? Like he said this multiple times, like he's working on something. Just like give it a minute,
And
you know? Also, real quick, I wanted to say while we were talking about Aiko and like the echo chambers from earlier, because I just thought about it. Um, I saw somebody say something about our chat from the other time that we were mentioning Aiko.
Yes,
If you
yes.
guys are in support of Aiko, go ahead and leave your comments as long as they're on topic and they don't say slurs, don't dox anybody, and you're not being like a garbage person about it. You
Yeah,
can disagree. You can criticize us. Just
exactly.
don't try to like be like, oh, you're fat because you don't like Aiko. Obviously, you're gonna get timed out, so don't cry about it.
It's like you don't got to go for
Go
the
ahead, Jeff.
jugular, man. You don't. Oh, it's not cool points going for the jugular. I mean, save that. Like, if you know how to build, like if you're any kind of entertainer, you would know how to build to that like type of thing. You don't just come out with these top grade insults right off the jump. It makes you look weird. You know, it makes you like, whoa, this person is really has some serious issues, man.
I mean, that's
Speaking
a
of,
that's like a very
oh
weak
yeah.
thing to do, in my opinion, though, is like if you have to resort to talk about like, well, you sound fat or you look like this, then you don't really have an argument in the first place.
Yeah, I completely
Exactly.
agree.
And speaking of weird disses, right? Me and Dove actually share an insult that we were told by Aiko, which
Which
I think
is,
is very strange, and I want to get Dove's take on this. Um, Aiko has called us both, what was it? Condoms that take ourselves off of the stealther. So what do you think of her saying that we are an instrument to SA? Because I find that very interesting and telling
I
of her
mean, the
morals
woman
here.
literally said that if she hopes I don't have kids, especially not sons, because I would cover up SA
yeah,
for
that
my
one got me.
son. Like, that is
That's
not like a
disgusting.
normal fucking thing to say about somebody you don't know. Like, if that's where your mind goes, then that's a you problem. That's not a me problem.
And literally, Dove, you just said you've only done 3 shows with Edwin. Back to the questions real quick. Are you going to be doing more shows with Edwin, or was this just like a tryout thing? What's the plan here? Where are you going in the future with Edwin?
Once he gets his video out on this situation, and there'll be like a few streams that he will do afterwards without me. But once he can get back to like, you know, covering normal topics and stuff is when I will be joining in. I just won't be engaging in anything to do with his situation because it's not my place to speak on it. I'm not involved in it personally, so I don't feel comfortable talking about it.
Of course. Of course.
Yeah, and that's totally fair. Like, we're not gonna prod you on something you don't want to talk about.
No, but
Yeah,
one
I
thing...
just
I'll go ahead.
it's just, yeah, I mean, like, even if, you know, I was being open about and talking about, I still wouldn't talk about it. I don't think it's something I should address. It's definitely not my situation. It's like his personal situation. So, I mean, after he's, you know, finished up with that topic, then yeah, I'll be joining him in the future.
I'd be an asshole if I didn't ask. Have you seen the video that Edwin is working on?
I have seen bits and pieces, yes.
And your
All right,
takeaway?
valid.
I I don't even know
If
what
you're
to say.
uncomfortable with any question, by the way, just let us know. and we'll
Yeah, I
move
can
on.
move on.
Yeah. Thanks,
All right.
Millhouse. No.
Hey,
Uh,
I have to ask.
Trying to peepaw. Peepaw Dove
Oh,
over
we'll
here.
get to that. Don't you worry, Eli. You got yours coming later. We're gonna go down that road. We're gonna go down that road. And
no, all I can
I had
say
to.
is the video will be out when it's out. There is a video, even though everybody's like, "There's no video." There is a video. It was not shown to anybody in the Discord.
Thank you
and,
for clearing that up. I think that needed to be
um,
cleared up because people are
yeah.
spreading misinformation.
Yeah, it was not shown to anybody in the Discord server. I have seen bits and pieces, but just remember, any rumors you hear are probably just fucking rumors.
Yeah, it really does seem like
I mean, there's so many rumors.
Oh, absolutely. For example,
I
I'm
heard a
just gonna
rumor that I'm married to Dave.
thank you. I was just going there, Eli.
Are
You
we
beat me
married,
to it.
Dave?
Not unless if I was extremely shit-faced and just don't remember it. No, we're not married at all. Eli is an amazing human being, and we are partners, and that is in business.
Uh-oh, there's that word.
Yeah, exactly.
Apparently in life as well.
Yeah. Eli is my life
Apparently.
mate.
I don't remember getting married, but like, you trying to chip in on my rent, Dave?
Yeah, exactly. No, but I mean, like, we have a good time, and I think people aren't really sure. We're new on the scene. We're both kind of like side by side. We're always it's almost like you got to mention Milltown with Eli at this point, and I like that. And it just goes to show that those who are hungry and actually want to do something in this space should band together because it's it's mutually beneficial. Wouldn't you say our partnership has been beneficial to you, Eli?
Oh, 100% in terms of like, just my first video on this platform was literally about you, and then we're building the show together, and it's the first time I've done lives, first time I've ever like really interacted with lives this much. Like, it's really helping me in terms of getting into this space 100%.
Yeah, and would you say, Dove, that working with Edwin has kind of like thrown you in this space, whether it's for the good or the bad? Is that something that you're welcoming in your life? Are you going to pursue content creation outside with Edwin? Like, would you ever do something without Edwin? Maybe your own channel at some point?
Yeah, I've been thinking about getting into true crime.
Oh,
Like
wow.
maybe that side of things. I'm a big crime nerd. I read a lot of true crime. I watch a lot of true crime. I'm a big nerd.
That's awesome. That really is awesome. And like, if you did do that, would you be covering more topics in like your local area, or would you be covering more American cases? Like, have you given it much thought even?
Yeah, I think I would like to do local, just because like the information is more accessible. But American cases are also fascinating to me. I like the psychology behind it. I like I prefer when they actually show victims and like their lives, and they don't become just like another number in like a serial killer's case or something. I like the
Exactly.
backstories and like the psychology behind it and what led up to it and how it kind of got to that point.
It's funny
I
you're
love
talking
that. That's so important.
you're talking
Sorry, I
about
didn't mean
true
to cut you off.
crime and stuff, but I got a question I really have to ask you, Dove, and I'm gonna go to a different screen right now, so bear with me here. But I need to ask you, can you just tell me, please, who is Cat Pitt, and what?
Oh God.
We're gonna go to this point of the interview. I am genuinely curious. Who is Cat Pitt, and what is Cat Pitt? And there's more. By the way, we should also talk about Aussie Mist. Who is Aussie Mist? Who are the?
I'm Cat Pitt, and welcome to MEOW Recording.
Yeah,
Don't
what is
Yes.
MEOW Recording?
MEOW Recording. This is an amazing idea that Eli came up with.
Okay.
We definitely, like, it kind of started as a joke, like, and I think now we're all kind of getting very serious about it. So that will definitely be like a side project. So Eli, myself, and a few other people that are in the community will be starring in MEOW Recording, which will be covering commentary topics.
I think this is the
It'll
greatest
be a
idea
fun little
ever.
side project.
And everybody's gonna be
You're not
based
scared,
off
Dave?
of. I'm definitely looking forward to this. I need to get in on a producer role. We need to come up with more characters. I mean, seriously, this has so much room.
We actually have a list of names.
Give us some more. We need
We
to have
do.
some more names for MEOW Recording. Come on now.
So we have Aussie Mist, Cat
Okay.
Pitt, Paw Master,
Okay, Paul Master.
Teammates,
Oh,
Bengals, and Tabby Piplup.
Tabby Piplup.
Did you forget about Cat Pitt?
No,
So
she
I said
mentioned.
Cat Pitt.
And
Oh,
so
okay,
this
I
is
was about
gonna
to say,
be
you can't
all
forget Cat
done.
Pitt.
This is gonna be all done AI VTuber style.
Yes, it
We're all gonna
definitely
be
is.
cats.
Oh, this is gonna be so good. Oh man, I can just see this taking off. I mean, seriously, if there's one thing that the commentary community loves, it's cats. I think there are so many crazy cat ladies in the commentary community. This has room for growth. When do you think we're gonna see the pilot for MEOW Recording now, Dove?
I'm not sure actually, Eli. We have slowly started to organize it, but we just have to work out, like, obviously people have work and other stuff going on, so we have to work out when exactly we can start filming, but hopefully very soon. I'm definitely down for it. I think this is going to be fun.
So I gotta ask the chat right now, Eli. What is the chat saying about MEOW Recording? Are they all for it right now, or are they?
Everybody seems to be very entertained by it, and even Media Literacy Club, who was the semi-inspiration for this project, says,
Yes,
I
yes,
want
she
in on
definitely
this.
is.
I'm literally already a cat.
Nice. Okay. All right. See, I mean, everybody wants in. It's gonna be an amazing thing. I would be.
Also,
Oh, go ahead.
sorry, side note. Shout out to Media Literacy Club for explaining the cat room to everybody that was confused.
Oh, yes, that was. Yep, I already know what. It's an amazing channel.
And don't worry, Abby and chat, we'll get there.
Also, shout out to Des. I'm just going to say your name, Des, because she was the one who told me about the program that we're using for the cats.
It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. Can you guys imagine if this takes off and you guys do bigger numbers than actual MEOW Recording? What would that do for these guys' egos? Seriously.
That would be fucking hilarious.
It would be funny. They are, like, I mean, we're kind of joining inspiration from them, and then also Des, and I think it's an amazing idea. When Eli mentioned it to me the first time, I was like, I am down for this. I am ready. This is going to be fun.
You know, I think
It's gonna be great, yeah.
I think I saw Matt Pitt posted something that not that long ago talking about how MEOW Recording has influenced a whole new, group of people. But I don't think he expected MEOW Recording. I don't think he expected satire with cats and parody. But it's still, you guys are still going to cover real topics, right? Like, it's not going to be all just jokes and stuff, right? Are you guys going to cover topics?
Initially we didn't plan to, but I think now we're starting to think that, like, instead of kind of role playing, we're gonna actually cover this like in a real way with our real opinions.
Oh my god, someone said taking the cat piss out of the commentary community.
Yes, there's your tagline. For real. I
That's
stand
so
by that.
fucking good.
I totally stand by that. And it's funny about the characters in this community. We got Dove on, and there has been this interesting character that has just essentially just popped up in this community, and
Oh God.
yep, we're going there. We are definitely going there, y'all. And I'm not 100% sure on how to pronounce this person's name, but
It's Neece is her name. Her name
okay,
is
so
Neece Lone Wolf.
Neece Lone Wolf here is quite the character, and we're gonna be talking about. Oh, don't worry, we're gonna get there, guys. First of all, found this on Twitter. This has been the talk of the town all around the commentary community, and this is of course Xylee and her flying monkeys. Eli, you've been accused of being one of Xylee's flying monkeys. What do you say to those accusations of you being a flying monkey?
That's honestly fucking hilarious. Also, I'm so sorry before we move on. Matt Pitt says in chat, Cat Pitt better be missing a paw. We'll make that happen,
Oh
buddy.
yes,
But,
good call.
We will make that happen for you, Matt.
Yes.
We
I was gonna
promise.
actually play up my hypothyroidism and like make demeaning jokes about that. So you
Yes.
your leg. But I'm so sorry. Anyways, about the accusations that I'm one of Xylee's flying monkeys.
Yep, that's you. I think you're up
me
in the
and-
top right there.
Yeah, I talked to Xylee on Twitter. Like we went back and forth a little bit, and in like a good way. We were kind of like just memeing on the whole Neece situation. But
Yes.
she even acknowledges that we don't particularly like each other's takes. Like we're friendly with each other,
Yeah.
but we don't agree with each other on a lot. And she literally said, "Yeah, I'll unblock you from my chat, even though you hate me."
Yeah,
So
I caught
the
that.
fact that anybody thinks I'm like a Xylee simp or like one of Xylee's flying monkeys, please explain how I am Edwin's simp and Xylee's flying monkey, and explain how that would mesh. Thank you.
It makes absolutely no sense at all. Dove, what do you have to say? First take impressions on this Neece Lone Wolf person.
I think the commentary community has their first like actual Karen.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah, she seems to just kind of rage about different people. I mean, she's made a video about Edwin and I.
Really? I mean, we should have
Yes.
pulled that.
Yeah, she said, actually, I can't even really remember. I remember something about, it was the basic insults that she gives to everybody. Low IQ, needs mental health, like just the basic
Rabid
stuff she
wildebeest
goes
cunt.
to.
You know, it's amazing. I was actually trying to do some research on this person, and two different Twitter accounts. We have two separate YouTube accounts, and both of these accounts are just full of just the most unhinged rambling. And I mean, I'm seriously, I gotta show you guys this because it's just ridiculous. Like, I was going through this with Eli, and we were just like, who is this complete nutter? So this is Neece Lone Wolf with an O. There's also Neece Lone Wolf with a U, and I mean, it's just ongoing rambles, just the craziest stuff. I'm gonna zoom in here a little bit just to give you guys a little bit easier reading ability. Is that good, guys? So basically, she's going on and on about Xylee. I mean, I don't know what Xylee did to this person, and she's got like a lady boner for like the Now Recording boys, and it's like, sometimes she's like anti Now Recording, but she's all about Matt Pitt. And like, guys, this is some interesting stuff. And like, she's obsessed with this band. Dove, you were trying to like explain to me, like, you've done a little research on this too, haven't you, Dove? What's
Yeah.
the deal with the band?
There's a band called is it the Nightwish or something like that? I can't even remember. I think that's who the background is of her
Yeah,
Twitter.
she also sweats this other band that I saw that she was really obsessed with. I had it in the notes, and of course, right when I need to pull them, they're nowhere to be found. Sonata Arctica is another band that she's utterly obsessed with, and she's always posting about. So, just so you guys know. So
Oh, be careful, Dovey. The Now Recording boys are gonna call you an autist researcher for that one. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. That's my favorite fucking comment that they've made towards me.
yeah, they them Now Recording guys, I'm just gonna come out and say it, man. Everything is autistic to these boys. And it's like Beavers especially. And I mean, if I'm not mistaken, doesn't Beavers have like
Oh,
dead birds in
Beavers.
his freezer or something? I could have swore I heard him on
What?
Xylee's one
Wait,
time
don't
talking about he had a
don't
dead
shit
bird in a freezer.
don't shit on dead birds in the freezer. Sometimes people like to like preserve shit. You know what I mean?
I
What
guess.
the
I
fuck is
mean,
happening?
I don't know.
Dub's like,
I
what
don't
the
know what's
fuck?
happening.
I, if I go to your house, is there gonna be dead birds in the freezer?
No, I'm just saying, it's like he's so quick. This guy's so quick to call everything out for autistic, and it's
I don't
like
take
that's just
I don't take
oddball shit.
insult to that though. Yeah,
You
I
don't.
thought that was
You
honestly,
seem like you were
I thought it was
genuinely.
hilarious.
But Eli, you did seem like you were a little hurt by it. You seem like
No, I'm
eh.
not hurt. I mean, I was like, oh yeah, my autistic research. I mean, I talked to Beavers about it. Like, I didn't like, you know
You
what I mean?
don't
I
think there
talked to
was
them
any
about it.
malice with that?
We did a bit about it. No, they're like a comedy commentary
Yeah.
podcast. You know what I mean? Like, they're supposed
Yeah.
to kind of throw in shitty jokes and whatever.
Yeah, I
I
don't
thought it was
think
funny. I genuinely did.
I don't think they take anything too seriously on the internet.
Yeah, so I'm not.
Like, and
No,
that,
they
At
take the
that
first,
is
piss out of
something.
everybody.
Beavers, I just stood up for you.
Yeah.
You go back. I literally just stood up for some dead bird shit in your freezer. So
What did Beaver say?
I'm
Beaver's
not
in the
throwing no
chat.
shade. He said you throwing shade. I'm not throwing any shade, Beavers. You know it's
No,
all
no,
right.
I was just curious. Like, I just want to know why. Is that like the key word this year? Like, everything's autistic. Like, dude, do you eat autistic? Do you drink autistic? I mean, you can research autistic apparently. What else can you do? Can you ride a bike
Honestly,
autistic? Like, do you
I
autistically
vape
ride?
autistic, so I think that counts. Check
I know.
it out.
I don't know. I think you could use a better adjective or something. Like, for real, everything is autistic to the guy. And
I don't know. I
if the shoe fits, I
personally-
suppose. Beavers.
Personally, Beavers is my favorite in Now Recording.
He's mine too.
I
I
think
like
he's
Matt Pitt and
hilarious.
Beavers.
Yeah, mine as well. Matt Pitt and Beavers are both pretty high up there.
And they
Yeah,
know
I
what's
agree.
good. And this Neece person, I guess, is gonna be going on Now Recording. And I hope these boys do their research because there is gold. I mean, seriously, just go through the YouTube channels. Should we? Can we watch one of these videos like we did the other day? We're not talking about that yet. By the way, guys, I'm obsessed with
Oh,
Swoop. I'm in love with
real
Swoop,
quick.
and we'll get to that. Go ahead.
Oh, Swoop's good. I was just saying real quick, I tweeted out that Dove's addressing Aiko and she liked it. So there's a chance that Aiko's watching. So hello if you are Aiko.
Aiko, I just think you have a lot more to offer this community than being a harasser to Edwin, especially when you were not the one who was allegedly harassed, and the person you are championing is moderately an alcoholic. No, I'm not even gonna go there.
Be careful.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Thank you. I just would say the people you are surrounding yourselves with, like this Neece Lone Wolf with an O or a U. This person's always in your chats, by the way, Aiko. I know you can't control that, but Dove, did you hear
That's
some?
literally how
Go ahead.
she started in on me. Was I went into an Aiko chat asking about her gifted membership or whatever, and that's when Niece set her little target on me. So I mean, Aiko's not responsible for her audience, but the way that she acts, she can't be surprised that her audience is gonna fly off the handle like this.
Dove, did you hear some story about this Neece Lone Wolf or whatever kind of catfishing another man in the commentary community? I could have swore I heard some story like this Neece Lone Wolf like catfished this young guy. Did you hear that same story?
Yeah, if there's actually a video on it, I kind of did a little bit of research after the videos about Xylee and Eli came out. That was just because, I was very curious. But there's a video from somebody called the YouTube Schizophrenic.
Okay.
And he reacted to one of her videos where she speaks about him. And the start, like I haven't watched it all to be fair, but the start of the video, he says that she had heavily edited photos, and when they got onto like a like a video call, that she looked very different.
Yeah.
And he claims that, that she catfished him.
That is some insanity. And for those of you who don't really know what this Neece Lone Wolf really looks like, I mean, very seldomly shows her face, but you can see in the videos here, this is a picture of Neece. And I'm not one to pick apart looks, because that's just not my shtick, guys. But this is just an example of Neece's content. It's 1 minute and 44 seconds long. Give it a little listen real quick, guys.
Hello, JM.
These dramatic pauses.
You absolute silly, silly woman.
The dead air. Jesus.
Again, with my shit.
Next time you make a stock account of me, claiming that I'm a catfish, one, make sure that there aren't any public photos of me, JM.
Is this the guy she's talking about?
Also,
that she
make sure
catfished?
there's no videos of me with my actual voice.
I think that was about the YouTube schizophrenic.
And also make
Yep.
sure there aren't people who have actually talked to me
I
in
don't know
voice
who Paula
calls.
is.
JM.
I mean, they're just unhinged ramblings, y'all. Like, and the uploads are just nonstop. The tweets are nonstop. One honestly has to ask, is this person mentally stable? And if we were to pull the actual chat right now, can we ask, if you put a 1 in chat, if you think this Neece Lone Wolf is of sound mind? I'm genuinely curious. Do you think that's not crossing a line? Do you think, Eli?
No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe a better way to phrase it would be like, put a 1 in the chat if you think that Neece is like unhinged, I would say, because that
Yeah.
Nobody
Well,
can
guys, do
dispute
what
that.
Eli
Like, this
says so
shit
she
is
don't get me in
unhinged.
trouble. Put a 1 in chat if you think this person is
I'm looking out,
yeah.
dude. I'm looking out.
Yeah,
Eli's
always.
fault. Blame Eli.
No, Eli, believe it or not, keeps me on track, because I came into this community as like this little weirdo who made little weird videos and didn't really understand full context. But once I clicked up with Eli and she put me on game, like, I am so glad that Eli came into my life, because really, I
That's
trust
so
the advice that
nice.
Eli gives me, and Eli always has proven over and over again that they have my back. And there's been people, in my opinion, who have tried to put a wedge in between us already, even though we've only done 4 shows, just to see if they could, and it didn't go in their favor. So Eli's a real one, and I will always say that. I don't think there will be anyone that could say Eli is a bad person besides this Neece Lone Wolf. And Xylee. Yeah, as actually Xylee had something to say about this Neece Lone Wolf, and I'm gonna pull that up right now, guys, because it was really, really interesting. She was on the Now Recording, and I hope the Now Recording guys don't hit me with a DMCA, because I really can't handle that right now, because I still haven't heard anything from Jeremy
Make sure
Hales.
to give pause and commentary. We should be all good.
Well,
I know
you
the
shouldn't
Beavers
talk
is sitting in
shit
chat
about
right now,
Beavers.
like I'm about to.
I shouldn't
Beavers,
have talked
I'm
shit
gonna
about
get you,
Beavers and the dead
motherfuckers.
bird.
Beavers is ready.
Hey, I stood up for him though, so if he
For
strikes
sure.
us, he's fucking with me too.
But
I
please,
stood
somebody
up for
tell
you,
me the story
Beavers.
about this bird, if it's really true or not. Does Beavers have a dead bird chilling in his freezer right now? But yeah, this is Xylee.
I want to know more about that too, genuinely.
This is Xylee going off on this Neece Lone Wolf, guys, from Now Recording.
Xylee,
Yes, hello.
how's it going?
I'm doing great. Much like Abby, I too would love for Niecy to call in.
One day it could happen.
Come on,
Oh, you
Niecy.
even have a pet name for her. You call her
You're
Niecy?
such a bad.
See, Xylee called her Niecy. Is it Neece or Niecy? One's got to wonder.
I think that's it.
I think it's Neece, but it depends.
Well, we should
I think
rebrand her.
I think it's Neece, because Neece is short for another name. I don't know if I should say that name, because I don't, how people are in this community with people's real names, and apparently that's doxing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think if it's Neece, yeah, Neece is good enough.
Okay, Xylee, I guess it's Neece. I guess I like Neece though. We should just re-gimmick this person and just put a character on her.
I will say when it comes to
we're taking more callers. Call back in. Just so Matt can stay up for
Corey, I
can
can just leave, right? I can just leave and go to bed. Like it's not like
I gotta say it though, these guys, they really do have a camaraderie, and it's an infectious atmosphere when you listen to Now Recording. Like you really feel like you're sitting at like a poker table or at a lunch table with your guy friends, and you're just really getting like all the dirt. Do you guys feel that way? Like they really seem like they mesh well with each other.
Yeah, I really like I don't know. I watch them quite a bit, but I personally think that like Beavers is the funniest, and Matt, I definitely like Matt.
Of course,
I
you'd
don't
stick
really
up for your
know
countrymen.
No, Mitch is the Aussie.
Oh yeah, he is. I thought,
Yeah,
where's
Mitch
Beavers
is
from?
Aussie.
Was he New Zealand or something? Where's Beavers from?
Isn't he from
think-
like South
Is it South Africa?
Africa? I might be
Damn.
butchering this. Beavers, if you're still here, correct us. I think that the Now Recording boys, like they have like a good chemistry between all of them. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'd definitely say Beavers and Matt are my favorites.
Yeah, for sure.
Not to
And I
piss
like
off
how
But I do wanna
anyone
say-
else.
I like how Xylee calls in. It's like Xylee's like a part of the crew, but not really. It's like she's like a friend of the program, which is cool.
hey, when it comes to Slug and his lies, if I had a nickel for every lie, I would not be bad with money. Those who are bad with money are Always Zero, Funny Button, Panic Pun, Everborn, Fanfiction Narrator, Fresh Brewski, Maine, and Stefan Corbino. If you would like to be bad with money, you will become a member. $14.99 a month makes you bad with money. We say your name after every stream and every episode of Now Recording.
Matt, is that successful for you? Eli, is there much more here for Xylee? Does she go off in a little bit, or am I?
I don't
too
think
far?
she goes off. I think she just made a light mention. Might have gone a little too far, right?
Oh, okay, I was just saying
All
you
good, though.
timestamped it. That's a Eli timestamp for you guys. But
Oh, Eli,
Yeah,
let
I'm
the team
trying.
down.
I've been doing docket work. I'm sorry. I'm
yes, and
working on it.
can we talk about that, Eli? How awesome my co-host is. That I was genuinely having a rough time this week. I'm not gonna lie. I just, this week, this whole docket, everything I was having a hard week, and I said, Eli, can you help me with this week's docket? And like a true vet, a true soldier, Eli was like, bet. And like, seriously, you threw that docket together like a champion, and I can't thank you enough for that, Eli. And
Oh, Matt Pitt said that he had to cut something out, so the timestamp probably changed, which is why. Okay, thank you, Matt, for saving my credibility here. That was
For
sweaty,
sure.
You know what I mean?
for sure, but yeah,
No.
so
Eli can't do
Don't
docket work.
save her, Matt. Let her burn.
and see, this is the dove
Oh,
we
it's his
love.
mom's dead bird. We fucked up.
Oh
Aw,
shit, I fucked
You
up.
got to
didn't-
apologize.
Beavers.
Oh,
see, this is why.
it's in a
See,
box
this is
wrapped
why
in
Beavers
plastic
was
at the bottom
saying
of the
don't cover
freezer.
dead babies. It's a bad look. Here I go out on a limb and talk about dead birds, and find out it's his mom. Oh man,
Fucking mom's dead
touche,
pet.
guys. You guys
Oh,
got
you
me.
fucked up.
I did fuck up.
Apology right now with tears.
I'm so
he said I felt
sorry
nothing
to
for the
hear
bird,
about the
don't worry.
loss of your mother's bird, and your mother for that matter. No, I'm just. I'm done. I'm done.
Rest in peace, Beaver's bird. Can somebody put
But for
like a
like,
bird
what
emoji
temperature
in
does
chat?
a
Can y'all
bird?
put bird emojis in chat for Beaver's?
Yeah, we
What
need
temperature do you
bird
keep a
emojis
dead
in
bird
the
at
chat.
though? It's like you got to keep it
In the
below
freezer.
freezing.
Just in the freezer, you know what I mean?
So I mean, like, what is that?
freezer's
28,
Like
fine.
we're
what, 28
Yeah, just
degrees
throw it in your,
Fahrenheit?
like,
Like, what do you
outdoor
go?
Are you
freezer or
planning on
something, you know what I
going and
mean?
murdering birds and putting them in
No, I
freezers?
just-
What is happening
Like,
right
I'm just
now?
worried. Like, what happens if like the temperature's not regulated? Then you get like this dead bird smell in your freezer. Like, how does that? What?
Oh God. This
No,
is
like
so
I mean, is it
morbid.
ziplocked?
I get what you're
Is it
saying.
ziplocked? Is it vacuum sealed? Do you
Yeah,
do you
it's
fresh
he
save
said
the
it's
dead
like
bird?
in a bag.
Do you put it in like a
I
fresh
didn't.
saver?
I have a dead animal in my freezer right now, actually. So I can
Get
speak a little
out
bit
of
on
here,
that.
Eli. You do
No,
not have a
you don't.
I actually do.
dove.
My cat
No.
had kittens, and one of the kittens was born stillborn, and we want to get it preserved. So it's sitting in a box in a bag in my outdoor freezer right now.
Outdoor freezer. See, it's not like ask
Not
Beavers
outdoor,
if
but
it's
my
in his.
garage. Yeah.
Ask Beavers if
Wait,
it's
is
in
it your
his like
food
fridge.
Beavers?
Like
Do
you got it next
to call
to
in
the
at some
frozen
point to
pizzas.
talk about this?
Right?
Right?
Like is
That
it
was
chilling
what
next to
I was
frozen pizzas?
imagining. I was imagining Eli goes to the freezers like, I'm just gonna get some like frozen pizza rolls, and there's
No,
like
it's
just
in
a
the
fucking
outdoor
animal
freezer. You
wrapped
know what I mean?
up.
In my
Like,
garage.
I
No.
got really scared.
I mean, so it was a true story I heard on Xylee, because Beavers was like adamantly going off about this bird, and I was like, what is it that one keeps a bird in a freezer for? I never heard of that. I mean, different cultures
Oh, it's
maybe?
in a little cotton box. It's wrapped in plastic wrap, bottom drawer in a normal freezer. But okay, so what's a normal freezer? So is it like in a freezer that has all your other food items in it, or is it in a totally separate one? Which I won't judge you either way. I just
And is
these
this
are the
like a rare
questions, the
bird, or is
hard-hitting
this like a
questions.
parakeet?
I think it's probably like a pet bird.
Yeah,
'cause
but
it
like,
said
I
it was- he
mean,
said it was his mom's bird.
so like, do you take it out
Someone
and look
said
at it
next
when
to
you miss your mom? Or like I don't get like what's is
When
it
you
a
miss
sense
your mom, or what are you saying right
like
now?
why would you keep if it's his mom's
Beaver
bird?
said meat is meat.
I know, that's
Oh
why I'm
wow,
laughing.
true,
I'm like,
true.
oh wow.
I'm sorry, Beaver. We're not trying to rag on you.
No,
This is
I'm
just
trying to
really
understand
interesting.
it. I'm autistic here, guys. I don't get it. Help me understand why one would keep a dead bird in a motherfucking freezer.
Well, if
I
it's a
honestly,
pet,
I
you know what I
don't,
mean?
I don't
Sometimes
get it.
people, you know what I mean? What if they're waiting to get it cremated, or like they just
I mean,
wanna,
I heard
you
this
know what I
story
mean?
like
Like there
6
could be,
months ago. How long does one
yeah,
need
but
for
what if they just
cremation
haven't gotten around
costs?
to it yet?
Or
It cost a lot. I got one of my
taxidermy
rats
costs?
cremated
It
a
does
couple years
cost a
ago. It
lot.
cost a lot for just a little rat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So imagine like a bird.
I'm gonna start
Yeah.
calling you a Beaver simp now instead of an Edwin simp, Eli. Seriously, you're
Oh
not
God,
having
I'm
my
not
back enough on
simping
this.
for beavers. Okay, okay. I mean, I'm playing with it. It's just, you know what I mean? I don't want to get into like a dead baby gate with this dead bird. You know what I mean?
I already
Bird
stepped in it.
gate? Come on.
I already stepped in it. For real.
Oh,
Are you
Like,
gonna start like a
Are you
beaver's
gonna ask
bird
for
gate?
proof?
No, I'm not gonna ask for fucking proof. I don't want
I'm
to do
gonna call the
autistic research
taxidermist and
into
ask for a
his mom's
registry
dead
number.
bird. Oh, he answered. He said, "The bird died at the property I'm currently at, and my mom doesn't want to bury it here. And I
Oh,
can't
okay.
take it to another place to bury it, so it lives in the free." Exactly, there was a reason.
Okay. See, I thought it was like his mom had passed away, so he kept his mom's dead bird as like a sentimental attachment.
I like that.
That's
the
where
chat
my mind
just
was going
birds
with that
for a
story.
second. Did everyone catch that? That was so good.
What?
Everyone was like putting birds in the chat for a second.
We have the best chat, do we not? I like how we were talking about this Neece Lone Wolf, and we just start talking about dead birds.
And we got derailed
Yeah.
into dead birds.
But seriously though,
Birdgate.
this Neece person is gonna go on now recording and inevitably gonna make an ass out of herself. I admit that she has an appealing voice for this type of content, and if she could expand her vocabulary and truly develop some sort of content, I think it
Yeah,
has.
I'm
she has-
sorry. The chat's
I mean, see, I haven't looked at the chat for a reason, guys, and now you guys are.
I'm sorry.
Are
I'll
making
try
me
not to look at chat. Let's get back on. Let's get back
Three-year
on
dead
track.
bird,
Just derailed
exactly.
to, like,
Thank you, Tails.
Hashtag justice for burbs.
But for real, so like this Neece Lone Wolf, let's just take a vote. Dove, do you think Neece is gonna completely fall flat on her ass on now recording and make a complete fool out of herself?
Personally, my opinion is that I think she sees this as an opportunity to drag the people she doesn't like. I think if Xylee gets to call in and talk to her, it's not gonna go that way whatsoever.
I've been there. It's not gonna go that.
But I mean, I can disagree with some things that like some takes Xylee has, but in this situation, Xylee has done nothing but like other than exist and get shown
Exactly.
like
Exactly.
like I don't know what Xylee did to her that caused this kind of outrage personally.
Oh my god.
seems a little parasocial to me, to be honest, which is funny because I'm pretty sure that's what she accused me of with Edwin.
Well, look at her post. If anybody's parasocial, this person is parasocial. I mean, look at that Twitter feed. I mean, I was scrolling through it and like, who tweets that many times in one day from multiple accounts? It's not like like both accounts are active, are they not, Eli?
They are, but honestly, if you look at our community page ever, anybody, immediately after every post, it has 4 likes. I wonder how that happens. Maybe
Oh,
all
yeah.
of her alts.
Super sleuth Eli on it. Eli's good to figure this stuff out, you guys. Eli
Oh,
has an eye for
Somebody
it.
has to do the autistic
Her-
research.
No, but for real, the facts. Hashtag facts.
Her community posts are wild. Like,
Absolutely.
They are wild. Like, she tags people. The only thing that I think is like really amusing to me is when she will like tag somebody in the post and then be like, well, why don't you like say it to me or say it to that person? And you're like, wait, but you disabled the comments. Like, how are they supposed to respond?
21 minutes ago. Here we go. I mean, and it's just rambles talking about special education, calling people retards. I don't understand why you would use such foul language but try to censor it. It's like, I'm a badass, but not bad enough to uncensor it. It's really stupid. And there's the 4 likes.
She's a badass.
There's the 4 likes you
Yep.
talked
There's
about.
the 4 likes.
Interesting.
That's funny.
There's another 4 likes on the Now Recording. Here we go. Gage, you all got noticed by Now Recording for being spurgs. Isn't that the pot calling the kettle black in this situation?
The irony that she doesn't see is pretty amusing.
4 likes again. Here she is calling out
That's
Xylee Gets Real. Xylee Gets Real. Only guilty people. False flag. 7 likes on that one. Oh, she's popping. And
I would love to see proof of that, by the way.
Yeah,
because
the
she's
false
been
flag.
making such a stink about like Xylee flagged me and is trying to. It's like I'd love to see any bit of evidence against that.
well, like I said,
That's such a claim.
like I said, how are you gonna say something was false flagged when the woman said the C word, the see you next Tuesday, literally 36 times almost in like a 4-minute video, and you wonder why your video got flagged? It's like, how about that horrible language you're using there, lady? If anything's gonna get age restricted, it's of your own doing because of the language you use.
I
Not
feel like you're
Xylee.
just begging for me and Dove to start saying cunt back and forth right now, by the way. But I'll withhold a little bit.
Speaking of which,
I'm
Till you're egging this
allowed.
on.
Speaking of which, I'm putting you on the spot right now, Dove. Dove is an Australian, everybody. Dove, can you tell us what do you call the thing that the cats use the bathroom in Australia? What is it called in Australia? And then tell us what Americans call it.
I mean, I can't speak for my whole country, but I like growing up, my family's always called it a cat tray.
A cat tray. Okay.
All right,
Now,
I got one more for you, Dove. I got one more for you. All right. Can you do me a favor? And I want you to say one word in my accent. Okay.
God,
and then we're
Please
gonna
say the word
capitalize.
spider.
Spider.
No, give it to us, the
Thank
good
you.
one. Give it to us. Come on, Dove. This
Oh,
is how
wait,
Dove thinks
I said
Americans
it.
talk. And then
Spider.
spider. And then tell us
Spider.
what Americans call a cat tray.
Litter box.
I'm sorry, nothing is funnier to me than an Australian trying to put on an American accent. Seriously,
All right, try to do my accent, fucker.
fucker.
For which fucka? I think we nailed that. What do y'all
I think we did too. Fucker.
Fucka?
And so we're doing like a sound check yesterday. I'm gonna talk about. I'm just gonna come out and talk about it. So we were doing a sound check yesterday, and in comes out of nowhere. We gave Dove a key to the channel, and me and Eli are just talking, and out of nowhere, Dove just blasts out, "What's up, motherfuckers?" And I couldn't. I was laughing so hard for like 20 minutes. I'm even like crying right now. Dove, you're gonna have to hit us with a "What's up, motherfuckers"
Oh,
before the end of this
Dove.
interview.
That's how I join most chats. I just join and everybody's
You
like,
got
"Hi,
some
Dove,"
simps in
and
chat, Dove.
Like I'm telling you, there's no
You
way
got
you
some
can.
simps.
There is no way you can get to know Dove and not absolutely adore this person, because seriously,
Oh,
the
thank
big
you.
heart, the generosity, the humor, and just the downright not giving a fuck is to be commended. And I mean, a heart of gold this lady has. And for Aiko to say the hurtful shit she did, it's like, you didn't even take the time to get to know this person, you know? And it was so funny that a person who was involved in this whole Edwin drama said that Edwin didn't even take the time to get to know this person. And it's like, you didn't take the time to get to know Dove. She was on 3 shows and was very nervous, and she was coming in on a situation that she really had no business in. So you guys got to give Dove a chance, and whether it's going to be through MEOW Recording or her true crime channel, or for all you know, she might just create awesome Dove on YouTube tonight. Seriously, Dove is an amazing person and is always
Thank you.
there.
I
And
appreciate that.
like, I mean, I'm just gonna be honest. There's a reason why Edwin trusts you, and you know, you've proven yourself. You said you've known Edwin for how long now? A year or two?
I would say that we've been friends, like actual friends, for the last 6 months. We've known each other as existed for a year, maybe.
Nice. So I mean, like, seriously, you've proven yourself over and over to this guy, and he's willing to still work with you. There's been no falling outs with you. You said earlier you have a lot of respect for Eva, the person who's technically you took Eva's job, or however you want to look at it. Did you ever know Eva? Like, have you guys ever bonded or got a chance to talk with each other?
I wouldn't say that we know each other. We definitely spoke in the server a few times. And I mean, like, I am not going to judge anybody from other people's opinions. I personally, Eva has always been lovely to me. I think Eva's a really, really nice person. You know, we kind of like, we've talked about like just random things in the server before, and like she was the first person to come out and tweet and be like, you know, don't go after Dove, like she has nothing to do with this. And I appreciated that so much.
Yeah.
Because there was, I mean, chat for my first stream was pretty brutal. But no, I have a lot of respect for Eva, especially like tweeting out saying like, don't go after her. This isn't her situation.
Was Edwin supportive of, you just said your first stream was rough with the hate. Was Edwin supportive of all that, or was it kind of TR Tarts with the 5 in memory of Burb? Thank you. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
So,
that's hilarious.
was Edwin supportive during this? Did he offer any advice or anything?
Yeah, like absolutely. Like he, after we finished the stream, he was like, "Are you okay? Like, I'm so sorry." And I was like, "No, no, like you know, I think I kind of went in, I saw like what people were saying. I did my best. But like I don't go to sleep at night thinking about what people say about me. Like I have really, really thick skin.
Yeah.
I don't like, it's not going to affect me. So, you know, he was like, "I'm so sorry. Are you okay?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm fine." Like, you know, I'm fine. Like I'm not worried about it. And you know, that was
So he
kind of
was concerned for you.
Oh, absolutely. Like, and he has said from day one, you don't have to be here. This isn't a requirement. If you ever get to the stage where like it's too much for you, or you just don't like it anymore, like tell me. Like he's always been so open and supportive if like, you know, I'm not comfortable with it. or if I can't handle like the hate that I get, he supports what I do regardless.
Well, how I look at it, it's like right out the gate, you caught the heat. You got everybody hating you. So there's only one way you can go is to switch their mind, you know, or flip the switch on them. And I think you're doing that with this interview. And as people start getting to know you, and as, you know, Eli kind of has been spreading their wings in the community, and we're going to get to that next about how Eli ended up on good old PeePaw Riverter stream. Dove, did you catch Eli on PeePaw?
Oh goodness.
Yes, I did.
I got it here, and we're gonna pull this up, guys. So bear with me as I pull this up.
Oh good, yeah. So basically, like, so Neece Lone Wolf, right? She's had her targets like set on me. Just asking Aiko some questions in chat. Like, I'm a commentator. I have my own channel. I make videos. So
Yes,
I
you
went
do.
to ask Aiko a question in chat, and I was very polite. Her whole chat jumped on me, of course. She jumped on me. I ended up getting hidden in chat, whatever, whatever. And then on Twitch, I also like made a comment that was very polite, and then more of that. And so Niece made this whole like crazy community post on me, and she even made me her own video, which maybe we can watch some of later.
Yep.
And PeePaw played the video, I think way before this, but like the timestamp I put in there, but it's like so much time wise. I'm just timestamping when I joined the call.
Yes.
And so PeePaw was watching the video about me, and so I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I called in to kind of talk about my experience with Neece Lone Wolf.
And I'm just going to be honest, that is not where PeePaw wanted to take the conversation. Is that a fair statement, Eli?
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned that part of it could be like that I like mod like Edwin's live chat, and it seemed like the lights just kind of went on, and then all of a sudden it turned into like a Q&A about Edwin.
Guys,
for
check
like a
this
little
out.
bit.
Check this out, guys. This is some compelling interviewing skills by PeePaw.
Oh, hey, that's valid. Can you shed any light on this at all?
Oh, sorry, I just had to unmute.
No,
Any
no,
light
that's
on,
fine.
like, Neece
By the way, PeePaw, you got my homie here super low.
specifically, or just her doing that to people?
I don't. But these people like she's tagging that she's going in on. I mean, I've never heard of any of these people in my life, and she's acting like these are like some of the biggest content creators in commentary. I don't. It's confusing to me.
So we're on about
It's very
Neece.
strange. So she seems to kind of go after people that don't share her viewpoint or that disagree with the people she enjoys. Like, she made like a whole video on one of her exes. Like, there was just this, there's all this weird stuff. If you look her up on YouTube, like how she's like threatened to dox and like murder people and their families and then herself and stuff. Like, I think that she's just very unwell. In terms of like me, she so I made a video on AikoRULZ, right?
Yeah.
And she calls me an Edwin simp for it, but if anyone looks at my video, if she looks at my video, I didn't mention any of Aiko's takes on Edwin or his situation. I
Okay.
mentioned paywalled content, and
Yeah.
I mentioned how she talks to.
I'm just gonna say it. It seems like PeePaw is like digging for a question to follow up with what he asked you, and it's almost like he has nothing. Can anybody else see like the cogs turning in PeePaw's head?
His co-host Dove.
Yeah.
I didn't know if maybe I was just being too long-winded or something.
I don't think
know.
so.
It was very interesting.
Because this is all the Neece conversation there is, isn't that right, Eli? Like, this is the only question about Neece there is, and then he hops right on the Edwin train, right?
Yeah, once I mentioned Edwin, it kind of turned into like an Edwin segment that I was like not.
You handled it. You handled it like a champ, and yeah, you handled it like a champ, and we'll get to that. Hold on.
And for some reason, that was enough for her to make this whole thread about me, like this whole thing on me on her community post, calling me like
an Edwin
vapid
sip.
wildebeest cunt
Yeah,
or something.
yeah.
And she went crazy on me. And then
Yeah.
today, I posted it. I posted what she had said to me on Twitter, and she responded with a bunch of crazy stuff again. Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
even know. But then once I responded, he
I
brought up
have
Beefing
never
Edwin
heard
saying,
Peepaw say yeah
hello.
so many times, Eli. This guy said yeah like 18 times in a span of 1 minute.
She blocked me
Yeah.
and then made that video. She
One of our
deleted all the
mods said,
tweets
I
of
don't
it.
feel like he's really listening to understand.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
because wait till your mod hears. Wait till the mod hears where he's gearing up his questions in his brain, I feel, and then it's like he thinks he's gonna get a scoop almost. And Eli, you handled this like a true professional.
I mean, I got the receipts of that, but it was very strange. She acts very intense and strange about people that disagree with her.
Yeah. I don't, like I said, I had seen her kind of a little bit interacting with different people on Twitter, and I was like, you know, I felt like, okay, well, she's probably just one of these, you know, outliers that are maybe a little bit, you know, you never know. Are they trolling and they're just trying to get your attention? Because there are people out there that troll and they'll say some really outlandish crap.
Dove, are you having a hard time with this not being on 2x speed? For those of you guys who don't know, Dove does not watch content unless if it's at like 60,000x.
I actually have like an extension now, so I can go like 7 times speed if I really wanted to, which I mean I don't.
Jesus Christ.
There's not enough
Um,
Adderall in this world for me.
No.
Seriously.
But I watch everything on 2 times speed or maybe a little bit faster depending on who I'm watching.
So is Peepaw, what would you listen to Peepaw at?
Probably 2 times speed.
Okay. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. So he's about to just lay the dagger, and he's going to try to use these awesome interviewing skills that Peepaw has, and he's going to try to whittle information out of Eli about Edwin, and Eli is not having it at all. And it's a work of art watching Eli work here, guys.
Just to like, that is so shocking that you're like, you know, and
I mean, yeah, maybe. She is my favorite troll, though. If that is it, I'll give her that. She
Okay.
made my entire morning with this.
Yeah.
Like, I laughed so hard. I did a
Yeah.
little watch party with my buddies. It was so funny.
cool. I mean, you know, I don't know. I've sent her a Twitter tweet and whatever, invited her to come on some morning. I would love to have a conversation with her.
I would too. That's what I was trying to say. Like, I want to know more about her and what I did to make her so angry at me.
Yeah.
By the way, Eli's still wondering what the hell she did to make this Neece person. We never got resolution to that.
Genuinely.
We never
I
got
don't know.
resolution.
She told me she hopes
No.
I walk into oncoming traffic, like busy traffic, and it's like, Jesus Christ, dude, what did I do?
For sure.
Because you don't share the same opinion as her, so that's all it takes
Well, why
apparently.
does that matter? I'm not out here calling her a cunt.
True.
I don't care about her. Like, her stuff, like whatever she says to me, it makes me laugh. It makes my day. Like, I'm not even being cocky when I say that. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, Neece is so unhinged. It's hilarious.
I equate
so I
it to
don't
one of
understand why me just disagreeing with her puts her into that spiral.
Yeah, I equate it with one of Howard Stern's whack pack. Like, essentially, if the commentary community had a whack pack, it would be ran by this Neece Lone Wolf chick.
Yeah.
It was very intense. I just think, honestly, that she has some issues she needs to work out. I don't think that anybody that's doing well would make that kind of
You got there,
content or
people,
those
in the
kind of
end.
community posts where it's like just adding everyone you hate and then liking your post with the same 4 like alt accounts every time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that's just kind of my 2 cents on it.
Here it comes.
You know, here my phone's blowing up, so maybe that's her. Maybe she's responded to my tweet. Let's see what happened. Or is it just
Peepaw? I
Ooh.
love Peepaw.
Ooh, we have action. We have action.
Oh no, does she want to come talk right now? Because I would love to talk to her. She's bestie.
She says,
She
I'll
is
think about it,
bestie.
Peepaw. Well, I'm going to give her a heart and say,
Oh, that's so nice.
figure out all
Oh, yeah.
this.
Was that you? I'm getting confused with the real Eli and Peepaw's Eli. It's messing me
Sorry,
up
that
here.
was me. Yeah, I'll shut up. I'll shut up for a second. Go ahead.
Um,
Sorry. Even if she just wants to go on with you, it's good.
Yeah.
I want to know more about her and why she feels the need to do these things. Like, I mod for
And that's fair, Eli. I think we all want to know more about this person.
Edwin's YouTube chat. Is that the problem? Or I just have no idea genuinely what I did to her.
That could be it, because, you know.
You kind of opened the door there a little bit, Eli. You kind of did.
I was just trying to explain, like, Neece. That's why I think Neece has a problem with me. I probably should have known that mentioning anything related to Edwin, everyone would start, like, questioning me about it.
You left crumbs. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you leave cookies out for Santa Claus, he's gonna eat the cookies. You know.
For sure.
But you handled this real well. I give Peepaw credit for trying to get some information, but here we go, guys.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's content brain for sure, but he's doing his best. He out here. I mean, that's fine. She can dislike him. My thing is, like, I am friends with a bunch of people who dislike Edwin, like a bunch, and it never deters me. And I don't think that modding for a chat is enough to be like, oh, you're a vapid narcissist, evil, whatever. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I think she's called me a cunt like 6 times now. For what?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I think she's Australian, and Australians saying the word cunt is like, us, some of the Americans saying, you know.
Is that true, Dove? We got a real Australian on the line. Is that true?
Maybe for like certain Aussies, not all Aussies. Like, if I was to say cunt in front of, like, say, my grandma, she'd probably want to, like, slap me. But, like, there's definitely times that it's not appropriate, and we know that. But I mean, some people use it. I use it a lot. It's one of my favorite words, personally.
Fair.
I'm just waiting for my mom to message me and be like, "You said the word cunt." I'm sorry, Mom.
I mean,
I'm so sorry.
It's just part of their daily language. I mean, I wouldn't take any offense to it.
I don't. Honestly, it doesn't offend me. Like, I'm being so genuine right now. I'm not even trying to get a rise out of her. She does make me laugh. And I've said on multiple occasions, she's my favorite hater. Like, she really is. I have, like, less than 100 again.
This guy
I just hit 100 yesterday, but, like, 11 accounts unfollowed me at once, which is pretty funny.
Yeah.
But she's my favorite hater, for sure.
Yeah.
So I hope that she chooses
You guys counting these with me? Seriously, holy balls.
to come on.
Yeah.
Because that would be really cool.
Yeah. So since you are a mod, I mean, I guess it means Edwin likes you, whatever.
Here we go.
Just kind of a little segue a little bit, and you may not have any insight on it at all.
You're not the segue.
How long do you think it's going to be before Edwin actually releases this video?
Oh, I genuinely have no idea at the moment. I don't really know.
Shut him down.
But I think it'll be all right. Yeah, I have no idea.
Do you think once the video is released, do you really think it's going to change the landscape as far as where people's cards are? As far now I want to shift, and I'm going to this video is everything, and so totally Edwin is in the clear. He's a good guy. He's all these things. Do you think is it going to be like in that, or do you think people are going to, or do you think people are more of they just don't care anymore? They truly don't care.
I don't know. I've heard some people say they don't care. Some people do care. I'm always going to be the side like where I have to see everyone's side to make my own logical conclusion. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
But I think that honestly, only like Edwin and maybe his co-host Dove know when the video is going to come out.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, I think that, in my opinion, just everyone should get everyone's side before.
See, now he seems a little pissed that he's getting nothing from the interview. Do you think that's fair, Dove?
I mean, yeah, but it's the same as like what Edwin has said consistently. Like, if you want to know something, he's very easy to reach, and like he is very easy to reach.
And like Eli said, all Eli has ever done publicly in support of Edwin was mod a chat for him. So it's like, I don't understand how Eli became known as this avid fan. Like, apparently she's bigger a fan of Beavers than she is of fucking Edwin at this point.
I mean, I'm gonna start getting called a Beaver simp everywhere. Damn it.
Yeah, absolutely. That is going to be something that happens.
I tweeted out justice for Beavers.
I mean, and this interview keeps. Do you guys want to watch some more of this, or should we move on? Does the chat want some more
I
of this?
mean, I could give a couple of thoughts on it. We don't
Yeah,
have to
that's
keep
basically what
watching
I
it, but,
was
like,
hoping for.
it kind of like, I'm not trying to like go to war with PeePaw or anything. Like, I
No,
don't care
this
that much.
PeePaw
It was
gets the
kind of
deal.
like, it was kind of like a weird thing to have to try to like explain um my how do I like my affiliation and explain like what info I have, and like he was bringing up stuff that was from like, I don't know, 5 or 10 years ago. I don't have any idea about this kind of stuff. Like, I make my own content.
He
I
did
mod
go
for
there. I
Edwin's
forgot
live
about
chat.
that.
That doesn't mean, yeah, that doesn't mean that I know everything that Edwin does. You know what I mean? I don't know these things. And Edwin's accessible. Like, if you have questions for him, I would much rather prefer talking about my content or like me and Neece than talking about a situation that I'm not a part of, if that makes sense.
No, absolutely. I
So
totally
I'm
agree.
not like pissed at Peepaw. It was just one of those things where it's like I was kind of trying to shut it down, where I was like, no, like I don't know about this. Sorry, I
But you
can't
did
talk
shut
on
it
it. It
down.
just kind of kept going for a little bit.
But no, Eli, I think you did shut it down. I think you shut it down in a very professional way. What's your take on this stuff?
I think Eli definitely shut it down like the politest way that she could have. I don't know. Maybe he has like a very close friendship with like his mods.
Yeah.
I mean, does that mean he like shares everything that happens with them? But Edwin, like, I mean, I'm Edwin's co-host and I've seen bits and pieces of the video. Like, I don't think Edwin's going to just be like, hey, you're a mod for me. Do you want to come watch my video? It's going to
Yeah,
come out on
right?
this date. Like, that's...
Honestly, I have an alarm on my phone that every time Edwin takes a sip of water, it alerts me. So
Oh, wow. Do you have one for Beavers too?
Yes, she
not
certainly
yet,
does.
not yet. I'll get there though. I'll get there.
I am seriously upset about how much support you threw at Beavers. That like genuinely hurt my heart.
What?
Like
Oh
for real.
my
I'm like, damn, she
God. You
loves
know,
her
I
some Beavers. Holy
support
shit.
you, Dave.
Wait till he starts asking
I
for
wouldn't say I love me some Beavers. Beavers is a funny dude though.
He is. I'm just playing around. But I would have thought you
Oh
to be
God,
more
no,
of
I'm a
like
Beavers
a
fan.
toxic pitlup kind of guy, or woman or person, whatever pronouns you plan to use.
I like
whatever
Toxic.
works.
I like Toxic. He seems like a really
Toxic's pretty
cool
cool,
guy.
The guy said I'm a weirdo, so hey, if the shoe fits, I suppose I'd say back at you, motherfucker.
Oh yeah. So to segue
I'm
to
in
the
one of
next
them moods,
topic,
guys.
you know what I mean?
I'm in one of those.
Me too. We're in a silly goofy mood. Could we
We
maybe
really
watch
are.
some of the talk more about the Neece situation a
Yes,
little bit?
absolutely.
Because
We
I
gotta
want
pull
to
up
watch
these
the
videos.
video she did on me. Yeah, I
Yes.
want to watch that one
All
severely.
right, here.
Because the prelude to what we just talked about, I feel like adds a
We're
little bit
all
more
over the
context.
docket today, guys, and those are like the best times when we're all over the docket. So
I love how Dave before the show was like, I don't know if we'll even get it to like an hour on stream, and I think we're at like an hour and a half already.
Yeah.
Like halfway through the docket.
That's awesome. So here we go, guys. This is our good old friend Neece Lone Wolf. I'm not sure if it's from the U or the O account. It's the red-haired version. So let's see what is the topic of this one. Do we remember what the name of this one is? Never going on MEOW Recording. I guess she just made herself look like a fool with that, because according to good old Matt Pitt, not to be confused with Cat Pitt, yeah. I guess this Neece is going to be going on. So let's see what this person has to say.
Beavers just confirmed in the chat that Eli is his biggest simp.
Fair.
Oh, God.
Fair. We're going to have to
Thank
get
you
you
for-
a I Love Beavers
for
t-shirt,
verifying.
Beavers beer koozies, Beavers earmuffs. I can
Oh,
see tons of marketing options here. We can really deck
I
you
feel
out
like
in
I'm about to get spammed on Twitter about Beavers, and it's gonna
Hey.
be, oh fuck.
You know what they say though, Eli, if the shoe fits, you know, you got to wear it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is about the third time I've made this video because I'm fuming.
She's fuming, guys.
She's angry.
These
Nah.
pauses. I gotta speak to these dramatic pauses. It's like, do you think she's doing it for dramatic effect, or do you think she's doing it genuinely because there's nothing rattling around in her dome and she's trying to like think of what she wants to say?
Yeah, I don't think that. I think she gets so upset about whatever's going on the internet that she just is like in the moment, just heated and just can't get there, is what I think is going on.
And
She's
to
a Karen. I'm
Where's
sorry.
Hugin? Where's Hugin when you need him to talk about the true Karen Terry community? It's like, here
Hugin
is
can
the
come in.
epitome of the Karen Terry community right here.
Do not ask me to go on now recording ever again. Do you
Ever.
hear me? I am
Ever.
not
Ever.
going on now recording. Do you understand? You should have come to me privately about that.
Why? Because you're such a big celebrity? I don't get the audacity that this woman has. Like, does she think she's like the reincarnation of King Tut? Or like, I don't get, she's a superiority
By
complex.
following me on Twitter, there is no excuse as to why
Well, she gets 4 likes.
couldn't
on
have
all of her
come to me
posts. I
pri-
think
Man.
she's popular, right?
Either that or she's got 4 personalities who all think they're awesome at making videos.
privately.
Fucking hell.
I am now
Oh.
being brigaded by Xylee. By
Oh.
Xylee
Oh,
This is the
brigaded.
Flying Monkeys video.
is flying
I gotta
This
monkeys.
pop
is-
off real quick. I'm
Thanks,
sorry.
Matt.
Can I pop off real quick?
Please do.
Sorry. Here's
Do
the
you
thing
want to
about
go?
brigaded, right?
Let me pop you up.
I have to go off real quick about this because this is fucking stupid and I got thoughts on this.
Have
All
fun.
right. We all know I'm not Xylee's biggest fan, right? I'm really not. I'm not saying I hate her, but we definitely disagree on a lot. Come the fuck on, brigadement. Show me anywhere. Show me any evidence, right, of her coming after your videos or her saying on live, "Everybody go give Neece
Never.
like hate on Twitter."
Absolutely.
That's not what
She's too much of a
brigadement is.
veteran.
No,
And if
I
you're gonna-
agree.
Right? And if you're gonna say some shit, if you're gonna say like accusations like that, like brigadement or flagging, at least fucking back it up, because otherwise you just look stupid. Sorry,
But
I just had
she-
to say that. It's
She
ridiculous.
put in the script, like she put the screenshot of Xylee being like, "Can somebody check on Neece? Like, is she
How's
okay?"
that brigadement though?
But it's like she took a screenshot of your community post. It wasn't your fucking Twitter.
Exactly.
So like, how is she directing it to your social media? Like, you have the comments off on your channel, so therefore, I don't know how that works. Like, sure, you use the same name on Twitter, but she didn't like tag you or like be like, "This is her Twitter, guys, go get it." Like, it's, I don't know. I just think it's a reach at best.
Agreed. I completely agree with you on this. So let's go back into this amazing art. I guess we can call these videos art.
Really appreciate it. Good job.
Art.
I don't know. I'm trying to give the benefit of the
I'm
doubt.
never
Simp
coming on.
now.
Wait till I get my Neece Lone Wolf t-shirt.
Oh god, I'll order you one.
Hey, I hope they comes in my size.
Now recording.
I'll make you one.
Sweet. See, I told you Dove's got a big heart.
And especially while you associate with Valid Creations, who is an Edwin simp.
There it is. Are you? We've addressed this. Clearly, she's a
Am I
Beaver
an Edwin
simp.
simp? No.
She's clearly a
Oh,
Beaver
God.
simp. So
Yeah, Nate.
get your shit
Where's my
right,
video
lady.
calling me a Beaver simp?
Get your
She's a
shit
Beaver
right.
simp. Get it right.
Oh god.
Who is actually in Aiko's streams condoning what
simp
he's
era,
done to
apparently.
Babs.
Did you condone what Edwin supposedly did to Babs? I didn't think he
Oh
did
my
anything besides
God.
gave her an awkward foot massage, but that's besides the point.
I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. So like at this point where she made this, all I'd done is mod a YouTube chat and go into fucking Aiko's comments and say, "Hey, did you get a gifted membership?" Okay, yeah, that's me doing whatever the fuck she's accusing me of doing right now, which is wild.
That's exactly. Big Dad Giga Chad in the chat said he asked for consent. No, yes, he did. He totally did. So I don't. The fact that this person is literally like crafting, like, I think somebody said it's like writing fan fiction. I think this person is like legit writing fan fiction about Eli and Edwin and Aiko and just broadcasting it to her 4 personalities, which each have their own account. And like, because apparently nobody is watching this besides the commentary community at this point, and we're watching it for all the wrong reasons.
No, thank you. No, thank you. I want nothing to do with Xyli's Flying Monkeys or Edwin Simps. Nah, I'm all good.
So she hits up Now Recording and says, I'm not going on Now Recording because you merely associate with people who she deems unsatisfactory. Am I getting this?
Oh,
Yes,
also,
absolutely.
here's the lore real quick behind that as well.
Yes.
Now Recording doesn't like associate with me. I've never called into their shows. I've never been on their fucking podcast or whatever. I commented on one of their Twitter threads, right?
Okay.
Not even so Matt Pitt had tweeted like Neece, like, would you want to come on sometime with Xylee? And I tweeted, yeah, I'd like to have a word with her as well. And I posted what she had said about me in the community post. And for some reason, that is like me and me and Matt Pitt, Cat Pitt, being best buddies. Like, how does that? How does that
That's fan
work?
fiction. She's writing fanfics in her
She's
head.
definitely narrative crafting.
Fuck, let's keep going here, because we're 1 minute 29 seconds into a 2 minute and 2 video. I guarantee you though, this video probably has some good watch time. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh yeah, I told everybody to go give her a like and watch these videos because they're fucking hilarious.
So if you want to blame anyone
Oh, and she turned off likes and
for me not
dislikes.
coming on Now Recording,
Of course she did.
blame
No comments either.
Xyli's Flying Monkeys, Valid Creations, and that bloody Skeletox, or whatever the hell they want to call them.
This is the best part of the video, in my opinion.
It is.
Sells.
It
What
really
a stupid name. Fucking unpronounceable bloody username.
She legit gets worked up over a fucking username.
I'm sorry, but that's like boomer vibes to me.
No,
That's
no
like-
thank you.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Classic. All right, so there's that one, and that's kind of like the greatest hit, but then she comes out with another. This is, and it's so dramatic. My last response, and guys, again with the dramatic pause, she's got it down almost to an art form in this video. And if you thought Dove's "What's up, motherfuckers" was a good line, I think it rivals Neece's "Bitch." So here we go, guys.
This is my last response to Valid Creations. Bitch, I don't care what you want.
I'm sorry, guys. I just can't. Like, she took like a 7-second pause. Bitch, like, who the fuck are you fucking stunting on? Like,
Oh my god, it's so funny.
oh man, bitch. I gotta go back one more time for that, guys. I'm sorry. Giving me just work with me here on this.
Creations. Bitch, I don't care what you want. I want you to go play in busy traffic, but we don't always get what we want, do we?
We don't
Jesus
always get
Christ.
what you want.
And I'm not one to talk about physical appearances, because I'm not one to say that, but I bet you want thicker hair there, homie. But we always don't get what we want, do we?
I
That needs to be
do
like a
not want to
soundboard for the show.
speak
You don't always get what you
to a
want.
sick,
Yeah.
twisted, evil cunt.
Okay, so Eli, you're a sick, evil, twisted cunt. And can you remind me, how many conversations have you had with this woman?
She commented calling me a sweaty armpit in Aiko's chat, so I'll count that as one. And we
Okay.
had one interaction on Twitter, so 2 interactions ever.
I'm sorry, that's
2
fucking
specifically.
funny.
So she has all, it's kind of like the Aiko syndrome, you know, and mind you, this is the woman who catfished a young man And
Allegedly.
allegedly, I thank you, Eli, again saving me from more trouble. Allegedly, she catfished this young man, and this young man was heartbroken because I guess he really liked this person until he found out it was this thin-haired wonder right here. So
Oh, jeez.
I
Since she
don't.
called me a vapid wildebeest
Like
cunt,
you.
is it all right for me to say, can someone come get your grandma, please?
So,
Just
I mean,
unplug her router for
seriously.
a second.
I mean,
Oh,
I
which
can
reminds
understand.
me, I got a great graphic for this. Thank you for reminding me. So a fan, you guys know how I love getting my submissions, right? So I got submitted this, guys, and I thought it was awesome. So hold on real quick. We're gonna go here, and then I'm gonna pop this up over here, cause I'm learning how to do this, guys.
Also, before we get more into this, I just want to say publicly, please do not send any hate to Neece Lone Wolf.
So
Thank you. That way she can't accuse us of brigading.
So is this facts or not, guys? How does this guys look to you guys? Is that a reasonable likeness?
Holy shit.
I mean, I'd say that's kind of like uncanny.
It's pretty fucking good.
I mean, Dove,
Jesus.
Dove, do you concur with this, or is this like too far? Is this too evil?
That's not even that mean. I mean, let's be real. Fucking Aiko photoshops like, sorry, I don't want to say a bad word, but wet onto like people's faces. I feel like this is a cartoon comparison, so it's not that.
I
bad.
mean,
RBF in chat, accurate. And then Dr.
This
Skull,
is
that's my meme.
funny.
See?
Hey,
Oh,
credit to
shout out
Dr.
to-
Skull for this
yeah.
meme.
This is funny. Like I don't know. I don't like talking about people's looks and all that kind of stuff, but I will say this did make me laugh when I saw it.
I mean, it's
It's
accurate.
fucking hilarious.
Neece Lone Wolf. This is how the community sees you, and these are genuine community members who are making these memes. This ain't just like your haters. These are like genuine viewers. And
Well, the funny part is so many people share a similar viewpoint to me, which is she's just funny. Like we don't hate you, Neece. Like we're not out here like
No.
calling you all the shit you called me. You're hilarious. Like
It's a
if you
part of
make
the
another
game.
video on me, I'll laugh. It genuinely brightens my day up. So thank you, bestie. I appreciate you and your video.
No, I can definitely see why Now Recording are like jumping on this. They're like, this woman has so much content potential.
Absolutely. I mean, they see
Like-
where they can really do some creative things. And like I said, it gives off like Howard
Absolutely.
Stern Whack Pack vibes. You could really nurture this and turn this into like a content thing. You could really make some good content from this. Imagine if this person like reviewed new people in the community. I mean, it's just a matter of how you approach it.
I'm not gonna
Well,
lie,
yeah.
I ship Matt Pitt with Neece. I feel like that would be a match made in heaven.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody knew what to do with would know what to do with this person, it would either be Tommy C or Matt Pitt. Either one of them could really take this character, this personality, and do something with it. And I hope they do, as opposed to just laughing at the lady and shaming her and getting her out. Because we need more videos like this, don't we, guys? Like, let's let this one play out. We're 36 seconds into it. It's 2 minutes and 48 seconds. Let's watch it a little bit more.
No, not ever. I'd talk to Xylee before I talk to you.
Ouch. Ouch, Eli. She'd rather talk to Xylee than you, bro.
I'd love
Salty.
to talk to her. I wouldn't even be mean. I just want to get like I want to get in her head a little bit. Like I want to know what
You want to know what
like,
med she's on? Because I do. I want to know if I can get some.
I want to know the process. I want to know how this works.
Because at least
I want to know what narcotics she's on. And I want to know how I can get them shipped from Australia. No, I'm just joking, guys.
Xylee
I love
isn't a
that.
sick, twisted cunt who seeks the attention of abusive and manipulative men like you do.
Beaver says
The
he
meds
wants her
aren't
to end up
working,
with
somebody
meds.
in chat said.
I want nothing to do
That's Vinny
with
Vincenzo
your
in chat, by the way.
sick, twisted ass.
Sick twisted.
Do you understand me, cunt?
Jeez, lady. Your parents never rinsed your mouth out with soap, eh?
No
Fuck.
soap for Neece.
There's so many cunts spewing out of that mouth, but none going in it. No, I'm just kidding. They're shutting up now.
And what was the point of showing me screenshots of my community tab, you fucking retard? I know what I say.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be honest here, Eli. Is it wrong that I find her saying retard hilarious? I just love
The way she says it and
with the Australian
inflection is
accent.
pretty hilarious.
It's the
I think
Australian
it's
accent.
fantastic. I
Thank
think
you.
it's
I'm glad I'm not alone.
hilarious.
I'm glad I'm not alone. Does the chat agree? How she says retard? I'm gonna rewind it just so you guys can really sample it and taste it and tell me, appreciate how she says it, because it's an exemplary use of the word.
Of my
I love
community
that my
tab,
favorite
you fucking
part.
retard.
So good.
My
Go ahead.
favorite part is that she will say it and then she will continue with the same insult straight after.
Yeah, yeah.
Know what I say on my own community tab, you absolute fucking retard.
There you go. Doubled it up.
Fuck
Also,
off.
See, it's like a
just to give
double
the
stuffed Oreo.
context,
It's like if you did. It's like a
I
double stuffed Oreo.
responded-
Go ahead.
I responded to Matt Pitt with what she said to me. That's all. I didn't respond to her with her own community post.
Yeah.
So the narrative crafting and the mental gymnastics is extreme. She
Oh,
must work
man.
out every day to get that good at that.
Did you guys see how she like operates her phone, and like every time she makes these videos, she like fucks up with like the video making, and she's like, "I got it saved here somewhere. I had it all prepared."
One of my favorite things is when she changes the tab in her phone and she like makes this weird like
Yes.
and I'm like, what is she doing?
It's so
Karen
good, man.
Perry, man, it's a gift to the
And
world.
get the fuck away from me with your sick, twisted shit.
What is so sick and twisted about my good friend Eli here, Neece? I'll
Yeah,
tell you what
Eli.
I
is
wanna
sick
know
and
too.
twisted is that vocabulary of yours.
You sick, twisted fuck.
Yeah, you fucking retard.
Apparently.
For real. Do you want to go look at Beaver's dead bird? I mean, you seem like the type of person that would like that. I mean, just to get a gander at.
Love it. She would just
Dude, they could
stand
go on
over there like
Beavers,
calling
I
a
know you're
cunt.
trying to give her to Mitch. I know you're trying to be charitable and give her to Mitch, but what if you guys bonded over your mom's dead bird?
Yes, for sure.
Why do
Maybe
I
we
feel
should
like
have
Neece-
we should have a commentary community funeral for Beaver's mom's bird. We should
I think so too.
we should come together as a community, start a GoFundMe, and send this bird off in style. I mean, for real, get a little baby. I mean, we have so many artsy people in this community. Imagine somebody could craft a little baby coffin for this bird, and we could.
He said that it's already in a coffin. Like it's
Oh,
in
yeah,
a
he did say
coffin
that.
box in the freezer.
Talk about
Also,
putting it on ice.
Abby Blackbird in chat said, "Can I make a request for Dove to say cunt in the most aggressive Australian way she can?" in
Yes,
honor
I
of
think we
Neece?"
need to have Dove turn into a performing monkey for a second. Hold on, I just
Of
want.
course.
Dove, let me just get my bars up. There you
I'll get
go.
you mad at me for a second first. Fuck you, Dove.
Fuck you, cunt.
Nah, it's
Miss
not
a
mean
little
enough.
bit of heat. I feel like you could do better. I know you could do better.
You're putting me on the spot here.
Yeah, we
Okay,
are.
it'll have to happen naturally, Abby. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean,
I
Abby,
promise
call me
you she can do
later.
better than that.
Abby is awesome, by the way. So here, speaking of Abby Blackbird, I have this theory, and Abby, tell me if I'm right on this. Abby, you want to end up on a show, don't you? Like you're like hunting for like a producer role or some kind of role on a show in the community, aren't you? I have a bet going with some people, and I think you are really you're angling for more to do in the community. And if that's true, we can make something happen. But you're kind of creating your own angles in the community, and I respect that. And a lot of your stories are actually kind of getting picked up, which is pretty cool to see. And most of the people in the community don't even realize what I'm talking about, but Abby knows. Abby knows.
Oh my god.
What?
Please, I'm so sorry. Des just said, in terms of like Beavers and Neece, it said, "What if we kissed by the frozen dead bird?" Ooh,
Yeah, I mean, fair.
it's such a vibe.
I'm sorry. I just imagine like Neece standing there looking at Beaver's mum's dead bird and being like, "Fucking dead cunt." Or like
But here's the question: do dead birds lose their color? Like, let's just say this bird had like blue and red plumage. Like, as birds die, do they lose the coloring? So it's like a white dead bird now in the freezer, or does it still maintain its color? Stupid question, I know, but I'm genuinely curious.
I have an idea. Beavers, if you're still watching, maybe I'll DM you later. If you could come on one of these shows one of these times, and we
I'm
can, like,
genuinely
interview
obsessed
you
with this
about
dead bird now that I know it's
please.
real.
Right?
Or could you call in maybe if you're not doing anything, Beavers? Like, just
Now
let me
that I know it's
'cause if you want
real.
to call in, you can call in.
For real. Yeah, the man's got a dead bird in his freezer. It's pretty epic. But back to this video, guys. I'm sorry. I keep derailing us with dead bird talk, and it's not a good thing. I mean, maybe it is, but I never met the bird.
There goes my hero. Watch him as he
Anybody
goes.
who simps for Edwin was born purebred fucking evil.
I'm purebred fucking evil, guys.
Oh my god! But the way she
Apparently.
says that,
You
I'm
simp.
sorry, that made me laugh so much because it sounds like purebred,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
I think she meant
Like,
like,
from that, like, mudblood evil, I guess.
I think she was going for like inbred. Like, isn't that how you
Oh,
play?
Maybe.
like purebred.
Yeah, is that okay?
I understand. I understand what she's trying to say, but it just really made me laugh when she was like purebred, and I was like, wait, what are you saying?
You know, I'm just gonna come forth and be honest, man. I think she's super hot. I think this girl is, you know, Neece, hit me up. I think you are
Shit, you're
super
trying
sexy.
to. You're trying to. Wow, you know, this is actually you're impeding on Matt, Mitch, and Beaver's territory right now.
I bet you
so
she's
I
got
think you
nice
might have to go to
legs.
war.
I bet you she's
Well,
got
I think you
nice
have to go
legs.
to war with MEOW Recording.
Do you guys think she's got a
Beavers
cockeye
is-
under those glasses? Like, do you think she's cockeyed under them glasses? I mean, that would just add to her attractiveness if she had like a fucking
Jesus
cockeye underneath those
Christ.
Why
glasses.
is okay? You can no. Okay, here's the deal now.
Okay.
Dave, after saying all that, can never give me shit about being a Beaver simp ever again. Can we all agree to that? Like, put a 1 in chat if it sounds like Dave's down bad.
Come
for
on,
Neece
guys.
right
She's
now,
sexy.
please.
Just tell me. Just
1 in
agree
chat.
with me. This is a sexy lady right here. She's a mature.
Is Dave simping right now? Please put a 1 if he's simping, because this is pretty wild, guys.
She's attractive, and she would be
Dove
10
spamming
times.
too.
Dove. She'd be 10 times more attractive. And seriously, if she was cross-eyed, like I mean, seriously, if she was
Oh my
cross-eyed and took them
God.
glasses off, I mean, instant Woody, guys.
Well,
seriously.
now we know
Jesus
what
Christ,
Millhouse
Dave.
looks for in a girl.
I'm going there tonight. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, we're in a silly, goofy mood. I love this show. This show is so like fun. This is what we need more of.
Yes, everybody said that last week when I go flying off the handle last week about a fucking copyright strike, and today I'm talking about how hot this cross-eyed chick is. That I don't even know if she's cross-eyed. In my narrative, she's
Dave,
cross-eyed and
Dave,
has.
you're talking about someone's grandma like this, man. Tone it down.
Somebody's grandma is my dream woman.
I'm gonna make art of this now, just so you know.
I'm still
Yeah,
for real. I'm still waiting. There's so many artists in this community.
All
The
right.
fact is that they all
So-
want money, and nobody wants to do work on spec anymore, and that sucks.
I think that Dave and MEOW Recording have to go to war now over who gets Neece.
Yeah, well,
Nah.
Beavers was saying before in the chat that he's trying to get Mitch and Neece as an item. He wants
Oh.
Neece to stalk Mitch and like
Yeah.
stand outside his windows. So I think you're gonna have to fight Mitch.
Yeah, I mean, I come with flowers though, Mitch. You know, I'm not afraid to buy this girl a Snickers bar. Maybe
I
some
don't
dog
know.
treats.
Mitch is an Aussie. He might
Thank you for
fuck
the
you
candy
up.
bar.
Oh shit,
Have
that
you
has
guys
nothing
seen that
on.
movie
Go ahead.
about? There was this movie. I don't remember the full context of it. My mom told me about it like a really long time ago. It's like this movie where there's this like I think it's a shooter or maybe like this dude was gonna like bomb his workplace. It's a movie, by the way.
Oh
And
damn.
this one guy always gave this crazy dude a candy bar like every day. So the day that he's gonna do all this, he tells him like, "Yo, don't go to work today." And the last thing he said to him is, "Thanks for the candy bar."
Oh
I don't
wow.
know. I just felt like that.
When
That
I said I
story
want to give her a
told
Snickers
today.
bar.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Oh,
That's
that-
all it will take.
Like a dog.
A sexy American accent and a Snickers bar, and I'll even come with like something super American, like a hot dog. And I guarantee you, she'll take those glasses off. She'll look at me with them cross eyes of hers,
Oh God, Dave.
and it will be love at first sight. And then we'll
Buddy.
go do something like a romantic boat ride, and then I'll push her out the boat, and we'll giggle, and it'll be awesome. And then we'll make hot, sweet, passionate love on the
As
beach.
you,
He's
oh God,
writing
be
their own
careful. Be
fucking
careful.
Now who's
Yeah.
writing the fan fictions exactly, Dove?
You gotta watch The Lion Man. You gotta be careful.
And the funny part is I smoke
You don't
no
want her
weed
to be
today,
like, I
guys.
was
This is
right.
me, just me and me.
This is fucking crazy.
And she brings
We
it out of
need-
me, man. She brings
Does
it out of me.
anybody do animations? Because I would
Everybody
love
ew in
to
the
see
chat.
that.
Oh, man. The art tarts
Oh,
is
this
fucking awesome.
horrible.
A hot
I
dog.
love TR tarts, but this is fucking awful.
Guys, I can honestly say out of all the shows we've done, this is the one I'm genuinely, look how red I am, and that's just not these red lights. I am like genuinely laughing so much my face is like beet red. Oh man.
It's so funny. I love this. This is such a good time to be alive.
I think
Lunar
Neece is
said
gonna be
I'm
so
horny. No,
fun.
definitely not horny. I'm all about the romance, guys. Gotta romance them.
Oh
That's
my
all
God.
it
Just
is.
to clarify, we're memeing. This isn't harassment of
Absolutely,
any
absolutely.
sort.
Yeah, for real, guys.
Now I gotta come in at the optics. Like, we're not trying to harass you.
Wait till
hilarious.
fucking they start clipping that.
Oh God, they're
like-
gonna be like, Dave's sexually harassing me.
Eli, can you send
He said he likes her
Beavers the
cross
link?
eye.
Yeah, does Beavers want to call in about this bird? Because I'll send him the invite right now. if
It's
he's
up
down.
there.
He said link in the chat.
All right, I'm sending it to you. I just DM'd you a server invite. I'll give you perms once you're in. All right, guys, this is turning into an interview with Beavers about his mom's dead bird now. So, congratulations, you've been here for the show. We cover serious commentary community topics here.
We sure do.
Like exclusively. And we're gonna get to the bottom of this bird. I promise all of you.
You're gonna lose your vocal modulator for a second, Eli.
It's fine. It's fine. I know there's too much going on at this point. All right, let me give Beaver some access here. I gotta give him some roles. All right, I'll do my best not to simp for Beavers. By the way, while he's here, I'll try my hardest. I'm just too much of a pick me bitch, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
in
know.
general.
We
Gotta
get it.
tag him. All right, 1 second. Did that work? No, it did not.
Do you want me to?
I
do you
am
want me to
very.
drag him?
Yeah, I'm not on my computer right now, so dragging did not work.
We're not as up
Alright.
on this as the now recording guys are, clearly. And we got Beavers in chat.
Mhm.
Now it looks like Beavers, how are you doing, man?
I'm good, and yourself?
I'm doing quite well. I'm sorry for coming on a bit strong there, but I heard this story a while ago on Xylee about this bird, and I've been extremely curious. Can you please explain this to me?
All right. So, the bird was sitting outside on the porch one day, and I don't know how, but it had a heart attack and fell over and it died.
Oof.
Right?
Yes.
And then my mother wanted to bury the bird.
Okay.
But she got busy. Just life got busy, right? At that exact moment.
Okay.
And then she was like, oh, I don't want to bury him because I live at one property, right? And my mother lives in a completely different city.
Okay.
And so the bird died here. So now the thing is, my mother wants me to bury the bird somewhere else, but I've explained to her that I am not going to drive. Like, I think the place where she wants to bury it is like 2.5 hours away from me.
Oh,
I ain't
wow.
driving
Oh,
2.5
that's
hours
valid.
away to bury that fucking bird. I'd rather throw it in the trash.
Fair.
And so it's kind of a stalemate at this
Okay.
point. So yeah, now it just sits at the bottom of the freezer. And okay, I keep the freezer at -25.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So -25
Beaver, your
degrees Celsius.
answer.
For sure.
So,
There we go. Does
For
it?
sure.
My other question, follow-up question. Do you give a fuck that we're talking too much about your mom's dead bird? Because I don't want to be overbearing.
Well, I'm curious on how this even came up.
Today.
Like, how did this story even come up, Beavers? Like,
You
how did
brought it up. Oh,
no, I know I brought it up today, but like, how did it get brought up? Like, I believe it was on Xyle's where I heard about it.
I think I just told the story.
It just came out one day.
Funny
You were
story.
like, "Hey, I got a bird in the freezer."
Yeah. What my mother? My mother's one. There are these weird people in the world that just want to. I don't know. They have trouble like letting go, and they want burials and shit to be so special. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
But it's still cool that you honor that for your mother, though. I think that's the takeaway from the story. Is like, hey,
no, it's a stalemate.
So do you think this bird is ever gonna get buried, or is this bird just gonna?
I don't think that. No, I think the bird will get buried when I move out of here.
Okay.
Right,
do you have any plans on moving?
Hopefully, yeah. But
okay.
All right.
Not
So
gonna
the
be a
main
while.
question is the bird in a different freezer than the freezer you keep your food in? Like, is it next to the peas?
No,
I'm
the
just
bird
curious
is in
about this.
the bird is in the bottom drawer of the normal freezer, like my everyday freezer.
Oh, okay.
Meat is
so
meat,
it's in the
bro.
bottom drawer. Nothing else is in there.
Meat is
Fair
meat.
enough. Fair enough, Beavers. Fair enough.
All right, I ain't gonna spread anywhere. Plus, I wrapped it, and it's in a little coffin. My granddad used to make, well, because it's a what's it called, a cockatiel, very small.
Oh,
So
okay.
my granddad used to make they're literally like little coffins that you could put your ash in, like if you got cremated. They're little coffins. So
Nice.
I just put it in one of those and then wrapped it in plastic wrap.
Does your mom ask you about how the bird's doing? Like, do you guys have conversations to this day about the bird, or is it kind of just like it's there?
No, it's just there. Every time she comes down, like once every 4 months or so, she comes down. We have the discussion of what's gonna happen with the bird, and then, like I said, it's a stalemate.
Fair.
Because she doesn't want to go dig the fucking hole.
I suppose
Oh,
not.
so
It's not the
she wants
first
you
animal.
to dig the hole.
Yeah, it's not the first animal that we've.
You have other animals
done.
in your freezer, Beavers?
No, I
okay.
used to have, right? I used to have a goldfish that we froze, right?
Okay.
And the reason for that is my mother went when I was way younger. She went and she bought this goldfish. She went and she bought the goldfish for my sister, and it was hell of expensive, right? And so my mom would always joke. She'd be like, "When that thing dies, we're gonna fucking eat it if it was that much money," right?
Yeah.
Obviously joking, but then she went away on a business trip, and it was just me and my sister at home. So we froze the goldfish, and when she got home, we presented it to her. We were like,
Nice.
there you go.
Hey, fair enough. Well,
It's
everybody,
respectfully frozen. Someone in chat said.
how do you feel
Do you have
about?
any? Do you have any?
No, I've got to ask him real quick. How do you feel
Go
about
ahead, Dave.
Eli being your #1 fan? I mean, this is another
my God.
revelation we had today on the show, and it seems like you really have found someone that truly loves your content, loves you as a man, and that's Eli. How do you feel about that, Beavers?
I feel like you're
I mean, it's
sucking
not their
them off
fault.
for me right now.
They
Dave.
can't. They
Gargling,
can't
get it
help
right.
it. They can't help it, right?
I suppose.
I'm just that amazing. They can't help it.
How do you feel about
You-
Millhouse trying to steal Neece away from Mitch?
No one's stealing anybody. We can
I
share.
don't
these.
think. Look, if he was on the same continent, I'd feel it like at risk. I don't even want Mitch. I don't even want Mitch and Neece to be a couple. I just want. I really want Neece to film one of her videos outside of where Mitch lives.
Oh wow!
Right?
Throw rocks
I
at the
don't.
window.
I don't want Neece to say that she's outside his house, right? I want it to be unspoken. So
Yes.
only Mitch knows. It's like that much of a threat. It's like, I know where you are, Mitch.
Yes.
Oh,
See,
so
Beavers
funny.
gets it. He gets it. Oh man.
What do you
Well,
think?
Go ahead.
Oh my God, what do you think about Neece in general? Do you think she's bestie as well? Because I think she's a fucking hoot. I love Neece.
She's pretty funny. I don't know.
Have you caught the content?
She's
The Flying Monkey's famous viral video now that I like to call it. Like, it seems like everybody in the community is talking about flying monkeys. Do you give any?
I feel like
Go ahead.
we'll cover Neece if she fights with other people.
Okay.
So, other
Has
than
she
that,
been
not really
around a
gonna-
long time in the commentary community, or is this something new for her? Because I know she's in like these other communities with like musicians and stuff.
Neece has been around for a while. And then she's early now recording. She used to watch, and then we didn't really know much about Neece until all of this, because all we knew is that Neece would comment on our videos, and then it would, from 1 week, it would be like, "You guys are fucking amazing. You're the best thing ever," right? And then the next week, "You vile pieces of shit."
Yes, one extreme or the other.
weeks. Yeah, and we'd
Oh,
always
I
we'd look
love
for the Neece
that.
paragraph on our videos.
Somebody's just got to mold this person. I feel there's so much here, and we just began scratching the surface of it. But
Do
for
you
real,
think you can fix her, Beavers? Like, do
Yeah,
you
good
think that you
question.
and the Now Recording boys can fix her? You don't have to answer that. I'm sorry. It's just so funny.
Can you
I'm sorry.
tame
I'm
the
meaning.
Neece beast?
clearly the psych meds aren't doing it.
I feel like she's too far gone.
I
feel
agree.
like at her age,
Yeah.
she's too far. It's like kind of.
I
I mean,
agree.
I don't mean you are listening to this, Neece. I don't mean this like as a direct one-to-one comparison, right? But it's kind of like if you have like a racist dude in his 50s. Do you know what I mean? You ain't changing it.
So you're saying Peepaw is not going to ever change his racist ways? No, I'm just... jokes, Beavers,
Oh, Peepaw's
jokes.
a white supremacist.
Peepaw's going to get pissed at me now. Sorry, Peepaw.
But no, I don't think she can change at this point. I think she's just
Stuck
she
in her
doesn't need to
ways.
change. You know what? The world is beautiful because there are so many different people.
I agree
Right?
with that statement.
I think she's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
As long as Neece is vibing and just going about her life, have at it.
For sure. Beavers, I can't thank you enough for calling in. We're just about out of time. So did you guys have any last questions for Beavers?
I don't think so. I was gonna say I didn't know if Noodle wanted to call in or not. He just noticed that we're doing the waiting room thing. And he's like, "Oh, you took my role away." We didn't mean to like take yours. We took everyone's except for I think Hugin and us. So just if you ever want to call in anybody that's in the server, just hop in the waiting room, and if we have like time or something fun to ask you, we'll just drag you right in.
No, they meant it, Noodle. They took your roles away
Oh my
on
God,
purpose.
no!
Assholes.
You can ask
Yell at
Dave. I
them.
swear to God.
Get them.
Now
No.
you're trying to start a war now with us and Noodle.
Get
and
'em,
I
Noodle.
don't
Fuck
want a
'em
war
up.
with Noodle. We love Noodle.
Well, I mean,
give Noodle his
if he
role
wants
back now
to,
because of
but
this.
Beavers, I can't thank you enough for calling in. Thank you for clearing up the whole bird situation. You will not hear any more negative besmirches about this bird. I love this dead bird in your freezer. I hope it gets a positive send-off at some point. And
Let me know how the game of Chicken Bird goes, Beavers, please, because I'm invested now.
It's never gonna end.
it's never gonna end. And for that, I love your style. Everybody, that's Beavers.
Adios, people.
Check out now,
Bye.
guys. Make sure you check out Now Recording. They are doing amazing things. They're introducing like tier packages involved with their memberships. Seriously, like prime quality entertainment coming from the Now Recording guys. Check them out.
Yeah, I really enjoy their podcast a lot.
I mean, it's truly LOL, like laugh out loud funny, and that's not me kissing ass or anything. Like I truly tune into it, and like I want to hate some of these guys, but like they make me laugh, like they pop me, and I'm like, man, they're actually pretty damn good. And when you're good, you're good. You gotta give credit where credit's due, and really entertaining stuff. So make sure you guys subscribe to Now Recording. I think they do a show like, what is it, once a week? They actually do like a live show.
I don't know. I think so.
It's usually like late at night, like they go live at like 10 p.m. my time, so it's pretty
I'm
cool.
saying, Dave, I've been saying, like, the later you live, usually the better. But I like our time slot. Our time slot's been going good.
Yeah,
I'm
I mean,
really enjoying this.
and I think we're doing good at our time because nobody else is on this time slot, and like we do good with like post views after we're live. Like we'll still get views for like 2-3 days afterwards, and because we're doing it on a Saturday, nobody really uploads on a Sunday, so we get all those views on a Sunday. Heading into Monday when everybody's back at work, it's rating their subscription on Monday mornings. So I think it's kind of a good thing to be doing it on a Saturday at 2 p.m. What do you think on that, Dove, about our time slot?
I think it's good. I mean, I have to wake up really fucking early.
Yeah,
to
Dove
catch
got up
it.
at like 2:30 a.m. She hasn't actually slept yet because she wanted to make sure she
No.
was up.
No, I just gave up. I tried to sleep. It didn't happen. I was like, oh, well, guess I'm sleeping tomorrow.
It's our fault. You only got 4 hours of sleep. I'm just
Oh
kidding.
my
That's a callback
God.
to Niece.
I didn't
Niece
even
was
get
very
any hours,
upset.
Eli.
Yeah, Niece was
Yeah,
very upset.
yeah.
She only got 4 hours of sleep,
Are
guys.
you gonna make me my own video where you call me a vapid wildebeest cunt and whatever?
Oh, no,
Dove?
I'm too lazy for that.
Fair
But we do
enough,
got
fair
MEOW
enough.
Recording coming up. If we took anything away from today's episode of Valid Opinions Live, it's MEOW Recording is on its way.
Yes, it definitely is. It's going to be really fun.
Eli, do you have anything you want to say before we get off air here? And Dove, that goes for you. I'll let Eli go first. Do you have anything you want to say?
Thank y'all for the support. I love seeing everybody like in the not comments, but in like the live chat and shit. It's so fun. We've covered definitely some serious stuff today, but I also love the jokey lightheartedness of this episode. Just know that like the joking parts were jokes, everybody. It's
Absolutely.
all good.
Super jokes.
It's
I'm
been
really not
fun.
attracted to Neece Lone Wolf, except for I really am attracted
She's
to women with
lying.
crossed eyes. Like, I
Oh
love,
my god.
and I hope
She's
it's true she
lying.
does have crossed eyes,
She's-
because she
she's
would be a
lying.
dime piece.
That's a
Jesus
lie.
Christ. Dove, do
She
you have
wants to
anything you
tame
wanna?
the Niece Beast.
Oh,
You got anything you
God.
want to say,
Niece-
Dove?
Hashtag Niece Beast.
No, not really. I am actually really friendly for anybody who thinks that I'm supposed to be like this mean person. But I am really friendly. So if you see me on Twitter or in a chat, like live stream chat, just say hello. I'm really nice.
I will concur with that statement, as will Eli. Guys, this was our
Let
first.
me. Sorry, I just wanted to say real quick. Speaking of like being nice to Dove in the live chats, I do want to give a shout out to like Leia something for the other day. Dove was
Yes.
in her live chat. We were watching about the Adam McIntyre situation. And Leia was actually like, "Hey guys, we don't like attack Dove here. Honestly, mwah, 10 out of 10. Love
Yeah,
that
I
professionalism. That was
really
very sweet."
really appreciated that because I mean obviously I go into like some live streams and I watch, but if I'm gonna like type in the chat, I'm like, oh god, like am I gonna get like a bunch of people like jumping at me being like answer this and answer that? And no, so I really appreciated Leah just like being like, hey, like I don't hate you, like we're all good. And I was like, oh thank god, because
Yeah,
I'm actually
I'm a
really
fan now.
nice.
Yeah, I'm a fan
Like-
of Leia something. Like, seriously, like I wasn't really that aware of her content, and I only knew like of her from Hugin's memeing. And Eli, you want me to tell the story about when I asked you about Leah, or should we keep that private?
I have no idea about
So
it. I think
Hugin
that I
calls-
didn't know about her because
So Hugin
Hugin
kept
and
calling
were-
her a man or whatever, manly man.
Oh yeah,
This-
there was like a weird fucking meme going on about Leia.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure if it was true or not, like if this was like a transsexual or not. Like I didn't know.
You mean
And I-
transgender? Transsexual is
transgender.
outdated. I'm pretty sure.
I look at me, guys. Do I look like?
Cancelled.
So I wasn't sure.
It's okay.
So of course I take it to Eli because Eli is my filter now and helps me navigate certain things. As you guys noticed how she corrects me all the time. And she was like, no, David. And so thank God I didn't say anything or do anything because I didn't know,
he genuinely had seen the memes and thought that Leia.
I did. I
something
bought the
was-
memes. I thought they were. I thought
Yeah,
it was
so I was
true.
like, no, stop it, bad. I was spraying him with my little spray bottle. You know what I mean?
Exactly. She legit sprayed me with a spray bottle gif, like for real. Like
I
no.
did. I literally did send this spray bottle gift that says no, and it's just a fucking spray bottle. So
Yeah.
I sprayed Dave.
But like, I'm a fan of her content. It's really good. You guys gotta check out Latest Somethings for real.
Yeah,
Awesome
I
stuff.
agree. I really enjoyed the stream that she did. I thought it was great. I subbed to her after it.
As did I.
Yeah, especially the Adam McIntyre and the I forgot her name already, but the person that went live in accordance, I think, was it Katie? Like that whole coverage that she did last night was really good. I'm
Mhm.
interested to maybe talk about that topic in the next one, but it was
For sure.
actually really good coverage of all of that, in my opinion.
For sure. So, guys, we gave you some stuff to check out, some stuff to look forward to. We had a whole lot of laughs, and we made fun of some people as they make fun of us. It's the universe. It's how it happens.
Someone said
we pay it forward.
said she's manipulating you, Dave, and someone also said we need to make a spray bottle effect for MEOW Recording. So I just had
Exactly.
to point those out for you.
That would be really good.
So, guys, check out Dove. Subscribe to whatever she's doing. Check her out on Twitter. We'll make sure we put all the adequate information in the description below. And with all that being said, guys, I love you. I love you, Dove. I love you, Eli. And with all that being said, guys, go tell somebody else you love them, for Christ's sake. Peace, guys.
Have a good night.